If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. When I'm home. I was just so far from here, focused on my own way, with a never looking back.
Welcome back, guys, for more PBIC. It is day 2. We had a short break, but now it is all beginning. The fans are in the studio, or in the stadium, rather. The hosts are about to go on. The big introduction is going to happen all very soon. And I am Valdez, with me as Sean. We're going to be bringing you day 2 of PBIC. This is going to be the Women's League, the semifinals of the men's, and the finals of both leagues. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Sorry. Yeah, but it is and you guys saw on screen how many people were on there, or not on there, in the stadium, and how hyped they were. They were, clapping, using the thunder sticks constantly, and
Yeah.
I wish we could be casting over there to actually feel the hype and feel the excitement.
Yeah.
But what can we do? We have to look at that through the screen. But like you said, we're going to start soon with the Women's League first, and I'm so excited to see female players play point blank because, yeah, we did see so many different teams and so many different regions of the male teams yesterday. So now we could change it up a little bit with female teams, and, the 3 very competitive regions in point blank, representing females and males are coming in. And like I mentioned before, the Brazilian men's team could not make it up to the semifinals. So let's see how the female team of Brazil will perform today in their own league.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think if I had to make predictions, I love making my predictions, but it looks like we're going to look at this VCR here, guys. So you can go ahead and watch this and enjoy. Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that VCR. That's pretty much what all the hype is about, right?
Yeah.
The big intro for Point Blank. The hosts are on stage now. Everybody's going crazy. They got their thunder sticks. You guys saw it before. And yeah, I'm just excited to get into this one, Sean. I don't want to wait any longer. I don't want to hear all the intros and all this stuff. I want to get into the Point Blank.
Yeah, we do. And I agree with you. But in the VCR, at the end, I love that part where, you know, they introduce each part, like a shotgun, sniper rifle, a regular rifle, SMG, and everything. And then at the end, they gather up into formation and they're walking out. That just makes me want to play this game. That just makes me want to play any FPS games and, you know, make strategies and play and go out and play even competitively. But like you said, the hosts are on stage, and I wish you could see, you know, the hosts coming out and hyping up the crowd. But you guys already saw the crowd already hyped. They don't need to be hyped anymore. They just need the game to start. They just need the game to begin. And, you know, I hope that, like I said before, while the audience were entering, the players were already setting up their gears on their computers. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be less delay compared to yesterday. And, you know, I hope that there's less delay. But
Should be less. I think, you know, usually for these kinds of tournaments too, day one is like, okay, group stage, there are 12 different teams and everybody's trying to go in and out of the booths, and they had just set up everything, so there are some technical issues and they don't really know what's going on. But then by the end of the day, they fix it all, and a bunch of the teams are eliminated, and it's a lot more streamlined once you get into day two. So I would expect more action, less downtime, more just getting into it. And yeah, I mean, we'll probably just do just like yesterday, where the hosts come out and then they introduce, and then it goes to the Indonesian casters and us, and then the game just starts right away. Good news, guys, for you viewers who tuned in yesterday. I'm sure you heard a bunch of complaints about music going on and off and being too loud and all this stuff from us. But good news is that it's off now for good. Just the silence is so golden. It's like we can only hear each other. There's no distractions now. And I think there's a possibility that because of that, we won't know, you know, we won't hear the countdown, we won't hear the guns loading or the people getting into the lobby. So we'll have a little bit less of an idea of exactly when it'll start, which means it might be a little bit more abrupt, where we're like, oh, okay, we're going into game right now. But it's going to be better for our cast, our health.
It'll definitely be better for our health, but, you know, we can bring you better quality of casting where, you know, our mental strength is, you know, it's not withered down by the rock music that we constantly hear in our headsets like we did yesterday. I asked the producer, and he said that it wasn't going on through the live stream. It was just in our you know, headsets, so it was just us going crazy. So yeah, without the music, I'm pretty sure that we will be able to focus more on casting and, you know, talking to you guys, delivering information to you guys during the game, and, you know, while we're taking a break, you know, taking some time like right now, watching the crowd doing the wave. And I wish you guys could see this, but unfortunately, we're just going to radio cast it for you guys while we watch it on screen. But you guys can't watch it. But yeah, the hosts, like I said before, are hyping up the crowd, and it just seems like they are buying time as well, like we are, while, you know, everything is prepped perfectly for the players to be in their comfort zone. They don't want any difficulties or any complaints from the players saying, you know, oh, I regret this or that was not up to my, you know, the way that I wanted it. And even the slightest change or slightest discomfort may create a loss for a team. So, you know, they are buying time probably. They are slowly getting into the mood of Point Blank.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's just getting really excited. I think the two hosts are very very good, very qualified at their job. They're going to one side and making everybody do the wave, and then they go to the other side and make everybody do the wave. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. We had to look at some of the female teams that we had in the audience. They look happy and ready to go. We saw just, you know, fans young and old. I saw a father that had
yeah.
his son with him, and it's kind of interesting because it's like passing on. You know, maybe the father doesn't know much about point blank, and maybe it's actually the son that's passing it up to his father.
Yeah.
But either way, it's cool to see the generations span. And actually, on the stage, we have the teams going up on stage. I think maybe we should get that on camera.
Yeah, I
for you
really
guys.
wish
but
they would show the live stage right now on our feed. But right now we do have, I think, the Brazilian female team and the Indonesian female team. Brazil, their team name is Uncharted Pinkers, and Indonesia we have Evo's Galaxy Sares, and they are probably on stage right now to do the coin toss, if I am correct. And they will do the coin toss to choose a side. And unfortunately for the women's league, the 3 maps are, in rotation. We will have Luxville first, and then downtown, and then Midtown. And only for the finals will they do the map bans and map selections.
Yeah.
So for our first map, we will have Luxville.
yeah, so we're gonna go into that same rotation as you were talking about, Luxville, downtown, Midtown. And then it's all going to be mixed up. I hope after that it goes Storm Tube, Storm Tube, Storm Tube, and then Storm Tube.
And then
but
Storm
we
Tube.
can't have everything that we want, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, as you mentioned before, there will be bans, there will be certain picks, and then the referee's going to pick a map.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
if it does go to Game 3. And, yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. We did have the 2 teams up on stage. They did the coin toss, so... Excuse me. Now they're going to be able to just go into the booths and then, get right in the lobby and get it all started. So you guys don't have to wait all too long. We're going to get started in not too much time, maybe 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, that was a quick coin toss. Usually when they do the coin toss, we have the people come up. They're saying stuff. They're introducing. They're interviewing the players maybe yesterday. Unfortunately for you guys weren't able to see it on screen. And right now the hosts actually are wearing the sunglasses of the team Anti-Frag, the blue outline sunglasses. And it just seems like this became a trend now, because last year I remember only one player from Anti-Frag was wearing that sunglasses. And you guys can't see it. You guys can't see it. But right now they are Team Anti-Frag is in the audience, and all of them have the sunglasses on, and they are making it a trend, definitely. And the hosts are finally off the stage, and on our live feed stream on our left, we do have the Indonesian streamer, casters, on screen, and that just proves that we are almost ready to get into the game.
Yeah. So not much time waiting. From what you saw, who do you think is going to win the female tournament? Predictions here.
All right. It's no bias, just predictions, and it's just my hopes, because I remember last year, Brazilian team could not make it all the way up to the top. They did make it pretty far, but they didn't. They were unable to place first or second. So, and this time around, they were unable to make it into the semifinals as well in the men's team. So I'm just, I guess I'll just root for the Brazilian female team.
Okay.
For them to play well, or even if they can't, place first, or they can't place second. I just hope that they just show us a great game, an exciting game that could be memorable, and make us want to see them next year.
Yeah.
Once again.
I mean, I hope they do well. I think in Indonesia, I'm gonna steal your idea from yesterday. I think the Indonesian team is probably gonna win. That's like my immediate feeling. Just because they look the most ready, but also they're in their hometown. It's very comfortable for them to just go straight from their house right to the stadium, play in front of all the fans. They feel all the energy, and they really are trying their hardest. And so that's my prediction. Of course, I could be totally wrong. Maybe fans of the scene are like, well, actually, the highest ranked team is the Thailand team, but you guys don't know anything. But it's possible.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see with the women's league. But it's exciting. I'm curious how the strategies are going to differ. Are they going to play more passively, maybe more aggressively, where they just like run in and try to kill them? Maybe less strategy and more just kind of for fun, or maybe it's even more thought out and a little bit more passive because they want to be as careful as possible. It could be very different. Outside of that, also the men's league is going to be extremely close. I think all those should go to Game 3. Endeavor versus Raftel later on will be the first one we do, and then Art of Execution versus Ozone. Ozone, the finalist, or rather the champion, not the finalist, from last year.
Yeah.
And so I think they're a big favorite. They're going up against that Russian team. And that would be an exciting finals, like the former champion versus one of the Indonesian teams in Indonesia, in Jakarta, with all those fans going nuts. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be a very exciting finals, but don't root out the Russians. They were performing very well yesterday as well. So if the Russian team is able to beat Ozone, that already just knocks Ozone out of the finals, which means, you know, maybe their time has come for them to step down, and the Russian team may go into the finals to face off one of the Indonesian teams. But, you know, like we were talking about, our first men's league game that will be coming up after the two female league teams, the two Indonesian teams probably know each other very well. Like you mentioned before, they're going to probably ban each other's best maps and make them play on their second best map maybe, or even their third best map. And the mind games and the strats that they go with on certain maps, they'll probably know. So they might have to go out of their comfort zone, do something out of the ordinary, and try to surprise their fellow sister team or brother team, whatever you want to call it, and surprise them, surprise attack them. So, you know, usually like in the first round, they'll go rush A or something, and they could probably switch it up and rush B. Or maybe if that's too obvious, play the reverse psychology and pretend they're going B, but, you know, swing back to A. You know, I want to see some of those fun strats, and if that happens, especially with two teams that know each other very well, they will definitely, you know, make mistakes. And that is also a fun part of this offline tournament.
It's all about the mind games as we get into teams that know each other very well. And guys, the wait is over. We're going to be jumping into game number 1 here. It will be Indonesia's Galaxy versus the Uncharted Pinkers from Brazil. So we have started here.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we don't have sound.
Oh, yeah, we don't.
We don't have any sound of the guns, the players, anything. So I think that's what happened in the beginning of day 1. So I hope that gets fixed shortly.
Or if it's just us not getting sound and you guys having sound, that would probably be better than not just having any sound at all for us or for you guys. But, yeah, we're not hearing any fire in the holes today. For us, at least.
mean, that's a positive. I'd like to, I'd like to take that and say that that's a bit of a positive. But
yeah, but
I hear sound being turned up, but we still can't hear anything. Okay, that's really loud.
All right.
Fire in the hole. It's the you know, it's the beginning of the day problems here, Sean. Where this is some of the loudest noise I've ever heard in my headset.
Yeah.
Looks like they're just getting the sound levels adjusted, and it's at a better.
Yeah, I think it's better now.
No, they actually turned off all the sound. But either way, let's just try to cast this without sound.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll deal with it. So we do have Galaxy running on in, and oh boy, a couple of kills already.
Couple headshots.
Yeah. Not wasting any time here. But a trade back 2-on-2.
Yeah. It seems like Team Red likes sticking together. They have the 3 players that are left going together, backing each other up. They were cut off right now in the bomb sites. Native coming out, jumps down.
Okay, 3-on-1 right now.
Yes.
Looks like Galaxy. Let's just call them Galaxy.
Yeah.
I don't want to call them Evo's Galaxy Sadas every single time. So, yeah, Galaxy is going to be ahead in the beginning here. And just waiting this out on the defense.
And if you notice at the clock, there's only 40 seconds left, and the bomb did get planted. The female teams just seems like, just looking at the first round, they played very passive, very slow, and I don't mind that because they are using up their clock. they're using up their time to play out and to play the mind games of whoever is impatient coming out. But as I was speaking, the headshot is popped and the bomb is being defused.
Trying to stab the bomb,
Bomb
but
defused.
not going to happen. Yeah, so the first round does go over to Galaxy here. Nice
Mission
defense so
failed.
far. It seems a lot like the way that the Brazilian male team plays, where they wait until a certain time, you know, to see if they can get any frag or grenade kills, to see if they can get any mistakes out of the enemy team, and then they all rush for one certain strategy, you know, one hallway, and they cover each other, and a strategy like that. So it's kind of cool to see, you know, maybe some strategies being shared between the two teams from Brazil.
Well, 30 seconds. And one is naded. Two is naded! Wow! Alright, so the slow passive play is not paying off if you are in the area of the explosion for the nades. Now the blue team is comfortably just waiting for the rest of the 3 players to come in. They do not need to rush out.
Yeah, this is such an easy spot right now for Indonesia. They can just wait it here. It looks like maybe, okay, we're going to have some firefights down here. A couple of kills go over to Brazil. So, okay, make that 3-on-2 or 3-on-1 right now.
Oh, right in the face of bomb has been planted and another headshot. 1v1.
Ooh. Kind of not tracking the third member of the Brazilian team, so they're going to trade it back 1-1. Uncharted Pinkers do pick up a round.
All right. Well, that round, the second round, seemed very positive or advantageous for Galaxy, but unfortunately, you know, they weren't keeping tabs on the last player alive, and they got picked off right before they were about to defuse the bomb. Starting it off with the headshot.
Oh boy.
Oh, nades back and forth.
Grenade kills seem a little bit more common in the female league. And they are going a bit more aggressive after that first round.
Yeah.
So charging into the bomb sites here.
It could be just me, but if you notice, the female players are staggering their nades rather than, you know, where the male players, they just stack it.
Yeah. Definitely seems that way. Okay, 3-on-2, 2-on-2.
The bomb is planted, so they are kind of in a pinch. They want to get rid of the 2 players alive in Uncharted Pinkers.
Nicely done, but that grenade almost, oh, there it is. Kind of delayed. I think she didn't see that one coming.
All right, 1v1. Very low on health. Oh, we got the split screen.
The split screen here in day 2. 2 screens for 2 days.
Yes.
Can he defuse? She defused in time, though.
No, it sounds like she is too
Bomb defused.
not
early.
Yeah, she is too early.
She's too early.
2
2
seconds early.
Yeah.
Mission failed.
There you go. So
Yep.
nicely done. It looked like that player from Uncharted Pinkers thought that the Indonesian player would go for some kind of tricky strat going up for the second floor, but that was not the case.
Yeah, and maybe she thought that she bought enough time to, you know, go out and maybe challenge Galaxy's last player into a fight, even though if she lost, she might have thought that the bomb would have exploded, but Galaxy had 2 seconds spare time. All right, here we go. Into our 4th round.
Okay, now they're stacking their nades.
Oh, yes.
They've learned.
Oh,
Good
1 picked
crossfire
off, 2
there.
picked off.
Oh, boy.
Wow. A 3-for-2 trade, though. It is looking very comfortable for the Pinkers.
That it is, but another kill traded back there. Nice pickup by Clarity. Now Mora going in by herself actually gets headshotted. And now it will be all up to Clarity by herself. 1v2.
1v2 is always possible. So we'll see. She's staying in this bomb site defending.
Bomb
This
has been
moved.
planted.
All right, bomb is planted.
She needs backup, but oh, she does have backup. Actually, that was the Brazilian team. Okay, poking her head out. But nicely done by the Pinkers. They're just delaying as much as possible.
Oh, yeah.
They will wait until the defuse comes down. Here she
Go.
comes.
Can we see the fight, please? Thank you. Ah.
Yeah. Well,
She was just going for the defuse, probably hoping that, you know, the Pinkers thought, oh, they're faking the defuse, so they're going to take a little bit more time to come, but unfortunately, they're just going to peek in through the window and get the headshot. Now it's 2-2, tied up.
oh, peeking around the corner, going 1v4, still gets the kill, and runs away with her life.
Not taking too much damage.
Yeah. 76 health at the end of it all. Some more grenades going off. No more grenade kills just yet, but
Seems like everybody is getting the hang of where their opponent is throwing their nades, so they are waiting it out and dodging the nade kills. There we go. They really like this basement, Uncharted Pinkers. They've already planted the bomb twice in the basement bomb site.
feels very similar to what the male team did, DTI, that we saw yesterday. Just getting a look at that hallway. To you.
Remember, yesterday when they were on the defense, Lucia was in charge of this corridor.
Yeah.
And he was doing a good job defending it. And right now it seems like Galaxy is doing the same.
Chrono's getting a couple of kills, and Alona also picking up one. Now it is only Selinet. Is alone. 1v5. Let's see what she can do. Absolutely nothing. Goes down to Ardiv.
Yeah. And it seems like on both sides, there's no player with 0 kills, which means they are all pulling their weight a little bit. Some players just doing a little bit more killing and trying to carry their team, but there is no one pulling them back. Everybody has at least 1 kill. So it is looking more evenly matched up rather than being one-sided.
Oh boy.
Oh!
C5 gets a kill as well as a grenade. Explosives rule Luxville today.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Nice little trade 1-for-1. Indonesia gonna pick up another kill, and now it's only Marikina.
Merrick.
Mirekina.
Mirek. But either way, Galaxy takes another win. It is 4-2 now.
Okay, let's go.
Potentially the last round if Galaxy takes this final round. We'll see how Uncharted Pinkers run into this last round.
Yeah, a bit more passive this time around. Looks like they're going to take another angle here.
Yeah. This is finally the other bomb site. Bomb site B if they go to the upstairs one.
Oh, look at this position for Ardiv. She could hear the footsteps from earlier.
Yeah.
Now hears that they've backed off a bit.
Checking behind directory. Oh, that's Ooh, and the name. Super passive right now. Because Pinkers know that if they give up this round, it is over. And 5-2 scoreline is not easy to come back from. Not impossible, but very hard. So they want to try to take this round away. At least make it 3 rounds.
Wow, this is definitely the most passive round we've had so far.
Yeah.
Round number 7.
A minute and 30 seconds has passed. If I saw it correctly, nobody took any damage. Nobody has any information on, you know, where the opponent is other than sounds. But as I am speaking, nades are thrown. Oh, and the C5 kill.
Yeah. Gets one, so it's okay. Gonna trade back 3 headshots immediately. And it looks like it's 2-on-2 right now.
And we do have one flanker on the blue side.
There it is.
Ooh, all right.
Brazil gonna pick up another round win here.
Yep.
You were right. Looks like this is very close between these two teams, the two female teams. As you were saying earlier,
Yeah.
you know, 3 of the top regions going head to head. It makes sense that all the games would be very even today.
I'm pretty sure they didn't pick out just random regions of, you know, random
Yeah.
people coming in and say, just play. It's a females league, and it's going to be one-sided. We don't care. It's not like that. Everybody here that is participating now today on the second day will be all skilled and will be formidable players with a lot of experience.
You see, Ardiv and Alona are the 2 big players tonight, at least in this map, for Galaxy. Whereas on the other side, it looks like Mirek is leading the charge with 7 kills.
But it's more evenly placed out on Uncharted Pinkers regarding kills compared to Galaxy, where 2 players are extremely performing at their top potential right now. Once again, a very passive round. A minute has already passed out of the 3 minutes that we have per round.
Trying to check the corners here with the C5. Just throwing it out, seeing if he can get any damage. But so far, it doesn't look like any Galaxy members are over here by DRN.
Yeah. Very passive. A minute and 30 seconds left. So the half of the round time has been used up with no deaths.
Yeah, I mean, it's already a minute here. Alona got to pick up the first kill. And finally, it looks like they're making a move towards a different bomb site.
Yeah, bomb site B.
Running on in, but already 2 other members being taken out. 1 headshot goes down, but now there's only 1 member of the Uncharted Pinkers with 13 health.
Wow. Blue team.
And she is going to go down. So there you go. It was very close, very back and forth, but at the end of the day, looks like Galaxy will get the lead here. 5-3 in rounds in our first half.
And, you know, unfortunately for me, predicting or hoping that Brazilian team would make it up there, it's not over yet. It was just the first half, but maybe your prediction was a little bit closer, seeing that the Indonesian team was able to take the victory for the first half.
Yeah, they look strong.
Yeah.
They look very strong. I'm curious to see how the Thai team is. You know, maybe we're both wrong and the Thai team just crushes them both.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I felt like I felt some nerves in the beginning, but then as the time went on, the 2 teams looked a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
And, you know, even Brazil taking a little bit more of a backseat, being even more passive than we saw in the beginning, and seemed to help out. They did take an extra round win. So we'll see if they can come back in this one, and we're going to be jumping back onto Luxville for the second half of the Uncharted Pinkers versus Indonesia's Galaxy.
Very soon.
2, 1, and here we go.
All right, we have started the first round of the second half. It is 5 rounds for Galaxy, 3 rounds for Uncharted Pinkers.
It's always fun to switch up the halves when you don't know much about the teams because you get a good view of, you know, what they like to do on defense and what the other team likes to do on attack, but then things totally change up when the sides change up.
Yeah. So if Pinkers want to take the victory for this game, they can only they have to win out all of the rounds, whereas Galaxy could still give up to 2 rounds to the Pinkers and take the rest to take the victory. Let's see how they'll play.
Alona and Ardiv were the 2 big players for Galaxy in the first half. Just the kills have been reset, so wanted to keep that up. Oh, Ardiv getting close to a grenade there.
Once again, a very slow-paced game or round. Oh, that's coming in yet. Oh, as I was saying that, the C5 gets a kill.
Grenade bouncing off the wall. A little bit unfortunate there, but that was a nice starting kill for the Uncharted Pinkers on defense.
They need all the kills they can get. They need all the rounds. They, Uncharted Pinkers could give up 2 rounds. They probably don't want to do that, but they could allow Galaxy to go up to 7 rounds because if Uncharted Pinkers take all 5 rounds, they
Oh!
Whoa!
Whoa! Just mowing down that corridor gets 3 headshots. You were talking about that headshot line. And even through the smoke, she was just like, okay, I hear him coming, I'll spray and pray, and, well, it worked out.
Yep, the prayer was answered. And only 1 member down for Pinkers, and 4 members are alive, and they take the victory, making the total round score 5-4.
Nicely done. They're keeping this very close here on Luxville. We'll see if they can get some reads on the defense of Uncharted Pinkers.
This is definitely a different style of defense that the Pinkers are playing compared to Galaxy. And on the Galaxy side, it seems like they are doing a 1-4 split, sending Kronos by herself towards mid, and the rest of the team is sticking together to push out the bomb site. She is probably trying to, you know, grab some attention at mid, shooting her pistol.
Yeah, no doubt. Just trying to drag people away. Oh, the C5. That was pretty close, but looks like DRN got in position to be safe. Looks like she spotted them, and looks a bunch of damage just came out with that 1 body shot.
Oh.
There you go. Picks up the kill on the Ardiv.
With the revolver. Right, now 1 man down.
They're so close to each other. It looks like number 3 on the blue team. Okay, you're going to come around the corner, trade headshots. Looking through the window, there's DRN getting another couple of headshots. And down they all go. This is tied up at 5 in terms of rounds.
Yeah. And like I said before, they Galaxy Shades, they were up 5-3, but they have given up 2 rounds in a row in the second half, and they want to start picking up their stuff and get back into the game and not give up any more rounds.
Seemingly, both of these teams are enjoying the benefits of being on defense, just allowing the enemy team to run into them and take advantage of, you know, their aggression and not really knowing exactly where the enemies are. Sometimes can be harder if you're not a very experienced team to get a very well coordinated attack going on.
Uncharted Pinker was able to take 3 rounds when they were on the red side. So Galaxy needs to take at least 3 rounds to keep the game tied up and win 4 rounds to take the victory, but they are unable to take a single round yet.
Grenades being spammed down here in the middle,
Whoa,
and Beyonce, yeah, coming up on top. But Chrono's just going to trade back a couple of kills. Staying alive, the only one with any kills on the side of Galaxy.
Know that they're there. They have the information.
Oh, that was close. Right to the right side.
Trading some fire right now at mid.
Ooh. Nice little headshot up top on the second floor.
Yep.
But Chronos does go down.
Right. It seems like we have a 1v2 right there.
Ooh.
And finished off, and 3 rounds in a row goes to Uncharted Pinkers on the blue side. They did take 3 rounds when they were on the red side, and that was good enough for them. And now they're up 6-5. Maybe it could be a reverse sweep.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't look like Galaxy is having any success on the attack. And look at this, just trying to run on in. Does lose a couple of their members, now making it 4-3 in favor of Brazil.
Oh. They did a 2-for-1 trade and then into a 1-for-1 trade. And Alona is left alone with 1 HP.
She's player 1 on the red team, and she has 1 health.
And she has 1 kill.
That is true.
Will she be able to do a 1v3 clutch with just 1 HP? We will have to see.
That would be epic.
That would be.
Let's see what kind of strategy she wants to go for here. Right now it's the super sneaky, slow walking strategy.
It seems like she is heading towards the upper floor.
But then switches it up, drops down to A.
Goes back.
Was not spotted.
Yeah.
She's like a ninja through these halls. Looking for the pick onto B.
That blue box in the middle is very popular.
Oh, not looking there. Gets 1.
Runs through. She really is a ninja.
Yeah. True ninja here.
Yeah.
Trying to get that angle. Almost does.
Wow.
See the way she's mixing it up. Gets a second kill. Looking for another one, but Selena does shut her down. But that was close. She did about as well as she could have with 1 health,
With
1v3.
Yeah. She took down 2 players out of the 3 with just 1 health.
Yeah, really got to hand it to her.
Yeah.
Trying her best. Alona definitely seems to be one of the carries for this Galaxy side.
Well, unfortunately for Galaxy, they have given up 4 rounds in a row in the second half.
Oh, that's a good grenade. Oh, it's a smoke. If only it was real.
Yeah. Well, Galaxy definitely needs to step up their game, win out all of the rounds.
Yeah,
if they
good
wanna
luck.
take the victory, yeah.
It's going to be hard. 5 in a row. Can they do the reverse sweep?
We'll have to see. Well, they only need to win 4 rounds in a row, make it 9-7 to take the win for the game. But giving up 4 rounds already, they may want to just win out the rest if it's possible.
Yeah.
And, you know, they are making it happen. It's 3v2 right now. 3 players down for Uncharted Pinkers.
Oh, DRN getting that clutch kill down to about 10 health. Making it 2-on-2.
They have a good crossfire going on.
1-on-1, but they do
Ooh.
pick up the kill, and finally
Yeah.
we have Galaxy on the board here in the second half.
Okay, let's go.
Yep. Even though Uncharted Pinkers won 4 rounds in a row, it's only 7-6. Not much of a difference. You know, giving Galaxy a lot of room. Well, they already gave up all the room they can, and now they are slowly coming back, trying to take the rounds back to back. Let's see if they will be able to take this round as well.
Or slow play.
Yeah.
No, you know, crazy maneuvers. As, you know, a lot is on the line. They want to make it to the end. There is a bunch of money on the line here for the women's championship as well.
We'll have to see. No damage taken yet. A full minute has been passed, and this slow playing out the clock strategy is kind of my style of play when I'm playing FPS games. I don't want to just hastily rush in and, you know, hope for the best. You know, whereas they are trying to gather as much information as possible.
Okay, looks like some movements are being made. 3 members coming over, but good smokes so far, covering the flanks. Just daring Galaxy to run through. You could Just spam through
Oh.
that. 1 for 1. Let's see if he can pick up any more kills.
Another
Nicely
one.
done by RD. They're very low on health. They pick up another kill. Oh, okay.
Oh, they are trading 1v1 now. A split screen once again.
Oh, there you go.
Kronos versus
PBIWC.
PBIWC.
PBIWC. When in doubt, PBIWC. And
We
the
are
game
back
froze.
to us. Yes, we are back to us, but it was that lovely split screen and Kronos about to plant that bomb down,
yeah,
and now we're at a cliffhanger where we don't
and
know
it stopped.
the outcome of that round.
Yeah, it looks like there's a problem with our feed, so
Yeah.
we
Mhm.
don't really know what the problem is.
Yeah. The feed has stopped, but the producer told us that as soon as we get the feedback, we will just, go back into the game. So until then, we do not know what happened.
Oh, we got the feedback.
We got the feedback, so we will probably be going back into the game very soon. And it just seems like I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yeah,
I'll
don't
let you
spoil
guys
it.
see it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we will be going into the game right now. There we go. You see it on the scoreboard. It is tied up 7-7, which means Galaxy was able to take that round where, we froze up.
Yeah, good work with the bomb.
Mhm.
Just delaying enough time to make that possible.
Yeah. And now if Galaxy is able to take one more round, they have secured a tie of this game 1. If not, then Uncharted Pinkers take this round. They will get the game 1. So we'll see what happens this round.
I wonder what happens in the event of a tie.
They will go to the round count.
Yeah. Oh, nicely done. Gonna trade 1 for 1. It was a bit of a forward defensive position by Selena. Forward down and mill behind the bookcase.
Ooh, a nade kill comes through for Galaxy,
Forcing him forward, though.
but gets punished. If Uncharted Picker wins this round, they will take the victory for this game 1.
Oh, just trying to mow them down. She knows they're all very low. Just gonna push them back and try to come in here and plant already. But DRN, she hears this.
Oh,
Tries to stop it, but fails.
They're both at pretty similar health. 59, 32,
Split
not bad.
screen.
Split screen once again. Another one through the crack of the window,
Oh, she got it.
and she got the kill.
Nicely done. So we are not going to have a tie here. That will be the defuse, and it does mean that Uncharted Pinkers is going to win the entire game. Very, very back and forth and close, and 8-7 for the victory, even from behind. After Uncharted Pinkers did start on the attack,
Yeah.
they were able to hold Galaxy to just 2-round wins, and so
Yeah.
they do take it.
But unfortunately for the female league, there won't be too many back and forth rounds. Just 3 teams playing the other 2 teams and deciding with the rounds won, the games won, and just go straight towards through the finals with the 2 teams that have the most wins and the most rounds won.
Yeah. So our next game, guys, is going to be Brazil, the Uncharted Pinkers, the team that did win, up against Thailand. It will be Vitória Rocky Rose. And
Don't
so,
forget the DMZ in the front.
oh yeah, DMZ Vitória Rocky Rose.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But
yeah.
anyways, that will be our game 2 coming up after we have that short break that we always have after every single game. So we will be back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a short break.
Back, everybody. We just had a bit of a break. We had some food. I just finished eating my food, or most of it. We did just finish the first matchup of the women's. We had Indonesia versus Brazil. Brazil was able to take it. The Uncharted Pinkers actually doing quite a nice job with the big comeback on Luxville. And so that's really good. I mean, with only 3 teams and only, the 1 round robin matchups where they only have 2 matches to do, starting off with one win is already quite fantastic for Brazil.
And now we will be slowly moving into our second match. It will be Brazil versus Thailand now. So Brazil, this will be their last game to prove themselves or to make their names known to go up into the finals. If by any chance they are able to win again and make their scoreline 2 wins and 0 losses, they will probably have a very high chance of making it into the finals because if they win here, they're going to give Indonesia and Thailand 1 loss each, and it'll be either Indonesia and Thailand duking it off for that last win to make it up into the finals.
Yeah.
So this second game will be very important for Brazil.
Yeah. It would be interesting if we had a 3-way tie and all the rounds were the same too.
Yeah.
Then I guess we would just have to do it again.
Yeah, just do it again. And we will
definitely a chance that happens.
Oh yeah, it's never impossible. Nothing is impossible, especially
anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
That's like been the theme of this. Yeah. Also, that some things are unfortunate as well. That's been our theme words of this
very
entire
unfortunate,
cast.
and anything can happen.
Yeah,
especially whenever For the Win came out yesterday for the European team.
Yeah.
I just had to keep mentioning and telling you guys that it's very unfortunate that one of the players could not get on the plane, and For the Win had to play with 4 players. However, getting ready for our second match, and we've seen Brazil play, and they are solid. They were able to take 3 rounds on the attacking side of Luxville, which is pretty hard to do, but taking 3 rounds gave them an easy win when they went on the defense and was able to take 5 rounds and take the victory. But let's see how they will do in downtown against Thailand.
Yeah, downtown for the mix-up here. You got some more room on this map. You have some longer pathways you can shoot down. It's not like you're cutting around corners and you're going through the house of Luxville, the giant mansion that it is. I feel like Brazil, they have their strategies down. I feel like they play very much like the male team as well. But I'm curious to see what they're going to do on downtown now.
Yeah.
And I also want to know how good is Thailand, because maybe Thailand comes in and it's like boom, and we're like, okay, well, it looks like this team is by far the best. It's hard to know, but I think we are going to learn a lot about which team is the best from this next matchup. Yeah,
and definitely this since seeing Brazil play against Indonesia played very well as well. It wasn't a one-sided a game. It was only 2-round differences. So if by seeing the second game, Brazil versus Thailand, we will know if Brazil is all the way at the top, or if Thailand is able to beat Brazil. Thailand may be all the way at the top, or if it's very evenly matched, we may think Thailand and Indonesia may be pretty evenly matched for the third game to come. So the second game is going to allow us to set the standards of the 3 female teams that are here today.
Yeah. So what are you thinking? You think Thailand is the best, or what do you think?
Regardless of skill levels or abilities of maneuvering around the map or making strategies actually come true and winning rounds or winning games, I'm just gonna have to repeat myself with what I said before. Since the male Brazilian team was unable to make it into the semifinals, regardless of whether Thailand is better in skill level or what, if not, I'm gonna hope that Brazil female team at least makes it into the finals for the female league. Yeah.
Okay.
How about you? Well, you rooted for the Indonesian team.
I was thinking the Indonesian team was going to be the best, but I don't know. It was a very, very close loss.
It was.
And I think it really depends on how good the Thai team is, as I said before.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to see, if we could get into that as soon as possible. We did just see some great content where they were talking about their strategies and all that other stuff, but fortunately we didn't get to show that to you guys. But maybe in the future.
Yeah, maybe in the future.
Yeah, might happen.
It might happen.
But just talking about how they felt about the tournament and what they think is going to happen in terms of their chances and some of their strategies and stuff like that. But yeah, how do you feel about the female play compared to the male? We saw a lot more grenade kills and more explosive usage.
So to be honest, seeing it was only one game, I guess, but from seeing that one game, Brazil versus Indonesia, especially in Luxville, where there's very short corridors, so if a nade is thrown by your enemy all the way behind you, you are forced to run up and challenge your enemy into a gunfight. Or, if you're at the wrong position at the wrong time, you'll get naded. And we've seen a lot of nade kills, like you mentioned. So, but even with all the nade kills early on in the game, in the first early 3 to 4 rounds, after that, we saw a lot of slow time. They were taking their time, trying to get as much information as possible, hearing their footsteps, seeing how many players are coming in, how many nades are thrown, and giving off information or trying to hide information away from your enemies. It just feels like the female teams play both sides, whether you're on the attacking side or the defending side. They are both playing it very passively, playing out the clock. And I mentioned that during the first game that this is actually more of my style of gameplay that I like to do when I'm playing the game. And that being my style, I love watching other pro players, doing what I like.
Yeah.
And doing it, I'm like, all right, maybe I am doing something right when I'm playing.
Yeah.
But during the male games yesterday, the male team games, there were some teams who liked rushing in, trusting in their aim, and just rushing in. And sometimes it succeeded with double headshots, triple headshots.
Yeah.
But, when that backfires, it just backfires all the way. You're not going to come back from a rush, a failed rush.
Yeah.
So, I guess thinking about that right now, I am less of a risk taker and more of an information gatherer.
Yeah.
How about
I mean,
you?
that's why you're the sniper, yeah. I'm more of just the, I feel like I'm pretty balanced somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to be the guy that runs in with the SMGs, guns ablazing, But I don't really like to stay all the way back and play super passive. I like to, look for picks, look for opportunities, and then go for it when I can. I feel like just the way that Point Blank is set up with the amount of grenades and explosives that you have, it's very hard to really pull off like an all-out aggressive strategy because especially at the highest level, they can pick up on that really quickly. And they're like, oh, they're coming this way, they're coming this way. Immediately you back off and you set like a new area, and then you just spam grenades. You throw your C5, you say, okay, we're just going to push them back. And immediately the push is halted, and it really takes away a lot of the power. Maybe you lose a bunch of health. God forbid you lose a player or a couple of them, but 2 grenades and C5s. But I think that's part of the reason why most of the time you only really see that if it's like a sneak play where 2 players move up together and then they all of a sudden pop out to try to 2v1 where they're not expecting it. Or, even on the defensive, they can do something similar where they're like, we know that they only like to send one player over here. Let's rush over there, take him out, and then back off, join our team again. So now we're on the defensive 5v4. And we've seen that a bunch. Yeah, especially yesterday in the group stage where we had a variety of different teams and different strategies that they were bringing out.
Yeah, and we saw what you just mentioned. We saw one player actually in Luxville. I forget the teams, to be honest, but one player rushed up into the corridors, picked one off, and then while that player that picked the enemy off was coming back, his teammate was actually doing a cover fire while he was running back through the corridor.
Yeah.
And, when I saw that, I was like, wow, this is team play. This is communication. And, this is what we get to see in the pro scene. And I love seeing that kind of strats where, a teammate goes out for a mission to take down an enemy.
Yeah.
And he succeeds. And now it's your job to safely escort your teammate back with the cover fire. And when that succeeds, even though it's just a game, it just, it feels good.
Yeah.
As if you have done something for your team, for, the other 4 teammates that you're playing with. And, I'm pretty sure that makes that whole team happy when that kind of strat succeeds.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it could be something that they practiced a bunch. They're like, okay, this is a strike play we're going to go for, and you cover me. And it's like the stuff you see in the movies where it's like, cover me, I'm going in. And it's like, bum, 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 bum. And, obviously the good guys win all the time, and the good guys are always your team in a video game. So it's pretty similar. But
Yeah.
seems like we've got everybody in the lobby. We're going to be jumping into this one in no time at all, guys. Do have that information actually on our screen now.
We do.
Didn't have that in the past, but you know,
Yeah.
we're upgrading, and it looks like we're ready to jump in right away.
All right, the round has started, actually. They were doing the introduction for the map, but now already a kill, 2 kills, 3, 4 kills coming out already on either side, and we have a player with 1 HP left already, and unfortunately for us, we have no sound again. But right now, we have Uncharted Pinkers comfortably with 3 players against 2 players, but it's really 1.1 because 1 player has only 1 HP.
0.1 of a player.
Yeah.
We saw a pretty cool moment where
Yeah.
a 1 health player did kill
Oh, yeah.
2 against against 3, but or 1 against 3 rather. But
Mm-hmm.
a very, very rare position, and generally when you get to that position, you have to play it very passively. So
Yep.
Suzuka tries to jump on in, gets picked off. Now it's only Lism.
Yep, with 1 HP.
Yeah, all alone. Vittoria, Rocky Rose by Tokyo Striker. I think Tokyo Striker must be the sponsor.
Maybe.
And so that's why they have Tokyo right in the front.
Yep.
But, you know, I'm just assuming at this point. I don't actually know. Nice try there to do something at the end. Lism with 1 health, but does get taken out. So Uncharted Pinkers off to a good start.
Yep, and it just seems as if Uncharted Pinkers, as I mentioned, they were the passive, well, they were both passive, Indonesia and Brazil in 11 kills, but Uncharted Pinkers, Brazilian female team, is very good at playing passive and gathering information and not rushing in hastily. And right now they are starting on the defensive side, so playing passive plus defending is very well matched. This is probably one of the reasons how and why they were able to take the first round with 2 players alive. And once again, 1 player down from Thailand already. Lism is down. She is the 1 player on Thailand with 2 kills. We'll see what happens this time around. All 5 players are alive for Pinkers.
DRN just holding down this A site, I think it is. They have a player called Mets.
Yep.
The Mets here in Indonesia.
She is Tokyo Mets.
Yeah, Tokyo Mets. Okay.
Tokyo Mets.
It's their minor team.
Oh!
Whoa.
For
Okay.
combat. She get a double kill.
Beyonce.
It's 3v3, tied up now. Pinkers was up 5-4, but now it's tied up. We'll see how Rocky Rose will approach this. They may want to gather up all 3 players and just rush towards 1 site because they know the defending side had to split up A and B. So there we go. They are in A actually right now. Rocky Rose.
It looks like Dew actually doesn't know about that. So just checking it out, but couldn't see any of the members over at A.
Bomb is planted. 40 seconds left now. This is going to put the Uncharted Pinkers on a pinch because it's still 3 players defending that bomb.
I can hear the sound so slightly.
Yeah.
Okay, they're coming on into the site. 1 just get taken out by Team J.
Ooh, double headshots.
Yeah, nicely done.
Still a 2v1.
Don't have much time here, only 12 seconds. Has to push in, but gets taken out. We're going to be tied up 1-1 as Selinet could not pull off the hero play.
Yep, 1-1. And, you know, I thought Uncharted Pinkers was at the advantage, but that double headshot coming from Rocky Rose, tying it up 3-3, you know, gave them the victory.
Yeah, that it did. And Okay, we're going to be restarting here, going into round number 3. Let's see what we can get done now. Okay, we got some sound in our ears now. That's good.
All right. The third round has begun. We have the smokes down. Got the 2 players defending the staircase and the cafe.
Very carefully. Cafe is held down right now by the Uncharted Pinkers.
Smoke is thrown.
Oh, look at that double kill with the C5. Caught him running into the A site.
Wow.
And now they have a ton of cover of that as well.
They definitely know what they're doing. They know where to place the C5. They know when to throw the smokes. They know when to throw the grenades. Another one.
Right on top of her,
Yeah.
too.
Wow.
That's going to be 2 kills in a row.
Clean win by Uncharted Pinkers. 2-1 now.
Okay, let's go.
3 kills out of the 5 were done by C5s and C4s. I mean, grenades. It's amazing.
What happened to C1 through 3? C1, 2, and 3?
I don't know.
Are those
Don't
not
ask
the
me.
things?
Don't ask me.
I thought you were the demolitions expert on the cast. Why did they decide to go for C4?
Yeah.
Why is it C? What about A1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I guess that's not a catchy name for a bomb.
All right. Headshot starting it off. It just seems like Thailand team, Rocky Rose, is always starting with a player down early game.
Okay,
Now
coming
they're
in
playing-
though.
Okay.
Trying a 1v2. Didn't quite work out. They're looking towards mid. They have gotten a bit of
Jumped
damage done.
They have the information now. Another nade
boy.
kill.
Ran right into that one.
Yep. Suzuko, the only one left, gets headshotted. And Uncharted Pinkers takes another round, making it 3 rounds to 1.
Yeah, you gotta admire the defense here from the Uncharted Pinkers. They looked good on Luxville against the Indonesian team, and once again here against Rocky Rose. Just holding strong. So we do start off round 5 with a headshot from the red team.
They are making their way towards bomb site A. They are in the barrel room, the wine cellar. They're all, at least 3 players are in with all the smokes down. They may want to get the bomb planted quickly while they have the advantage of their smoke covers. There we go. Bomb has been planted. 3v4.
This is going to be a hard defense. They're going to have to run inside of the very well-defended building. They're going to start off with some nades, but you can see the cover already, starting with a headshot.
Crossfire
too.
Ooh! All right.
Pushing on in. That's going to be another one down, one-on-one, but not too much time.
Wow. That was a good firefight. We saw both of the players ducking down and up, trying to dodge the headshots. And Victoria, I keep saying Victoria Rose, but
Yeah.
I should call them Rocky Rose, or Victoria Rocky Rose. But they were able to take that round, making it 3v2.
Or the Tokyo Mets.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. They are getting rid of all the objects in their way.
Yeah, that seems to be a pretty common strategy
Yeah.
to start off on this map on attack.
Yep.
Make sure you don't get blown up.
All right. Tokyo Mets actually took some damage.
On the stairs.
Yep. Nade is thrown. Defending.
Trying to spam through the smoke. They can't
they,
see anything.
Yeah, can they even see through that? All right, 1-for-1 trade though. Another one. Punished. They are going back and forth. Now it's 3v2. 3 for Rocky Rose right now. 3 players alive.
That spam was able to get a bit of damage done onto TMJ.
Yeah. Bomb is planted, and it's a 3v2. The two players from Uncharted Pinkers has to go through through this defense.
Good start. Yeah. Now making that 2-on-2. We're going low on time. Trying to poke on it once again, but this is going to be rough. 1-on-2. Gets taken out. It's now 3-3, all tied up.
Wow. All the female teams are pretty evenly matched, it seems like.
Yeah. I also like the strategy by Rocky Rose where they're pushing into the A site, and it doesn't seem like the defense of Uncharted Pinkers is that strong over there, and they've identified that. They're continuously going for that move, and it's working out for them.
It is, and let's hope that Uncharted Pinkers has caught on to that and decide to defend the A site a little bit more. But now it seems like Rocky Rose is like, all right, they're probably gonna bring some more people over to A. We'll try for B site this time around. Nothing too much happening.
Taking their time with this one.
Wow.
See, Mets isn't even. It's like she's AFK back at spawn or something.
They are taking their time. I love how Rocky Rose on the attacking side is switching up their strats. In the beginning, going to B did not work out. They switched it up to A. It worked out. They took 3 rounds, and they probably thought, all right, we had enough fun at A site. We'll slow it down a little bit.
Ooh. Nice spam through the smoke and through the windows.
We do have that 1-for-1 trade right now.
But again, the A site seems to be locked down by Rocky Rose.
Bomb has been.
That's a good nade. That was really close.
Yeah.
Did a bunch of damage here.
Ooh, a long range headshot as well. And like you said, Valdez, bomb site A has been taken over once again by Rocky Rose. And they are doing 1-for-1 trades, but now it's 2v2.
Nice angle there as she was fighting the opponent. So now 1-on-1 at this moment. Only 14 seconds left, though. You got to take her out and get the bomb. Nearly impossible. Going searching, found her, but died.
Yep. They definitely, Uncharted Pinkers, needs to strengthen up their defense on the A site. This is already 4 rounds taken away from them after winning 3 rounds, just because they could not defend the bomb site A.
Yeah, it's definitely a big hole in their strategy right now. Looks like they have pushed 2 members over there at this moment, but you can see player 4, Mirek, was going back towards mid, and so at A site being taken over right now. They're nearing it at least.
Yep, no damage taken. They are taking it slow once again. It just seems like Rocky Rose. Oh, headshot starting with Mets dying. This is a good start for Uncharted Pinkers. Slowing them down.
Yeah, it seems like they've kept their defensive setup. In a way, they're just keeping that one player in the window. DRN, I believe it is.
Nothing too much happening. They are playing out the clock. I want to see a round, maybe just one round where both sides just play out the clock without getting bomb back. That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Probably would never happen though.
See a faster response here.
Yeah.
From Uncharted Pinkers.
However, Rocky Rose has taken over A site again.
Oh,
but
nice.
Uncharted Pinkers is not allowing that takeover. It's a 4v3 right now.
Looks like a flank here from Mirek.
Yeah. Oh, the bomb has still been planted.
2-on-3. This is still possible. They did get that bomb planted, and so far, Uncharted Pinkers has had trouble with defending this, they're going to come from multiple angles.
Ooh, 1 kill. Spamming. Another one.
Red team win.
Wow.
3?
All 3 of them get just wiped out right away. They tried to come from multiple angles, but the defense setup for the Thai team was way, way too good.
Yeah. And now that first half ended with a 5-3 victory. And it was actually a comeback victory because they were down. Thailand team, Rocky Rose, was down 3-1 if I remember correctly. And then they came back with a 5-3 victory. And we will now switch sides to see how the Thai team plays on the defensive.
Yeah. Could just be like the last one we saw in Luxville, where these teams, they have a preference in terms of which side they want to play.
Yeah.
It was defense on Luxville for that matchup that we saw. Maybe it's attack for downtown. But or maybe just the Thai team is good.
Yeah, like you said,
Yeah.
right before we got into our second game, since we had almost up to no information on the all the female teams, but seeing Brazil and Indonesia play in the first game, they were pretty evenly matched, even though Indonesia lost by just 2-round difference. But now
1 round,
Was it 1
actually.
round?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It
8
was
to
1 round.
7.
Oh, yeah, it was 8-7. So that super close game just proved to us that both of the teams, Brazil and Indonesia, were pretty evenly matched. But now, seeing the second game, Brazil versus Thailand, it even though it was a comeback from Thailand, it still ended up being 5-3 rather than like a 5-1 or a 5-0 sweep. So just looking at the first half of the second game, they are evenly matched. We'll have to see what happens in the second half, though, to finally kind of rate which team may be the best, which team may be the second best.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting second half.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't too impressed by Uncharted's defense towards the end. We were talking about how the Thai team, Rocky Rose, they were like, oh, you're not really defending there. Let's just send 4 members, start off with a bunch of grenades and then run right in there.
Yeah.
And it was always working because they just had DU in the window that as like the one person that was looking at that angle, and then it was taken over and the bomb would get planted, and it's so hard to get into that room with all the different angles and the corners and the hiding spots that you can have if you actually plant the bomb. And they just did that over and over and over, like 4 or 5 times in a row. And well, it's seems to be a strong strategy if you can pull off the first half of it. So maybe we'll see Uncharted Pinker say, hey, we can do that too. And, we'll see if Victoria Rocky Rose actually wants to, defend that kind of push, or maybe that's just the standard meta for the map,
It could be, but
big question.
during the male team, when they were playing downtown, they did actually have a couple of players, maybe one at least to 2 players, defending the wine barrel or the wine cellar bomb site A. But like you mentioned just now, Brazil, they just seem to have just 1 player outside of the bomb site just to get information. But that was not good enough for the Brazilian team to come back and counter-attack after the bomb site was taken over. So maybe they should have communicated saying, oh, the Thailand team is constantly coming A, even though they sometimes they do rush in, sometimes they play out the clock a little bit, but they always ended up going to bomb site A, and they got the 5 rounds all from taking over bomb site A. So they may have given up a couple rounds in the beginning, but they should have caught on and maybe sent a player or 2 more towards A, even though there were delay pushes by the Thailand team.
I don't think there was a single time where there was a strong push made towards B. By Victoria Rocky Rose. They were just waiting in the middle. They would poke up middle, and after that didn't work a couple of times, they're like, okay, let's go for A. And once they started doing that, the landslide came in, and wasn't really close after that. 5 victories in a row in terms of rounds. So excited to see what they can do on defense. Will they have that set up, or maybe we'll see a difference for the Brazilian team. Maybe they want to go for an attack at the B site, A lot of mind games that can go into this when you play this many rounds. We do have a bit of a delay. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. This is kind of, I can do my whole spiel about how we're at the back of the train and we can't see the front because the front of the train is so long. the end of the train is in Korea and the front of it is in Indonesia. So we can't actually see all the way in the front and know what the production problems are. And it takes a while because they're solving the production problems, and then eventually they'll get the word to our producers, and then our producers will be like, okay, we'll be ready in 5 minutes, but then they don't, come in and tell us unless it's like a really big deal. So it's like we just have to wait here and say, well, I'm sure we can all think of many different reasons why there is a delay.
We're all in the same boat or in the same train, like you like to say. But either way, I just want to mention that, when the Thailand team takes over the bomb site A, it's also very well played the way they approach it, because every time they go in, if you remember, they always have at least 2 to 3 smokes at the double doors and the 2 windows, so they have a safe passage through into the bomb site. And the Brazilian team, allowing that play to happen over and over again, should have just sent a couple of players into the wine cellar, made a crossfire, and even though they smoked the windows and the double doors, it wouldn't matter because we'll have a couple of players in the bomb site already with the crossfire going on. So when they come in, even though they may not be able to defend that bomb site with just maybe 2 players in there against 5, but they could still pick off 1 or 2 players and give out the information saying, okay, they're all here. And then the rest of the players that are defending mid or bomb site B could, rotate over and maybe have a successful defense on bomb site A. But it just seemed like throughout the 5 rounds that Thailand took over bomb site A, nothing has changed, and they always had the same strat, having just 1 player outside looking through the window with the scope, even though every round was taken over and won by Thailand the same way. So it's very unfortunate, but maybe they do have something in their mind, or maybe they're more confident in the attacking side. Maybe they'll say, all right, we're so much better on attack, we'll go 5-0 sweep. So we'll have to see.
Definitely could happen. But, guys, we finally have the game back here. We are going to be jumping on to downtown, this time Uncharted Pinkers on the attack. And our Thai team, Vittoria Rocky Rose by Tokyo Striker on the defense.
Yes. Right.
Fire in the hole!
Go. Victoria Rocky Rose just needs to win 4 rounds to take the victory for this game 2, whereas Uncharted Pinkers needs to win all 5 and only give up 2 rounds at max if they want to win.
You've always got us with the stats,
Yes.
Sean. Thank you. It's
Yep.
very important to know.
It is. And a minute has passed. No damage has been taken on either side.
Fire in the hole!
Very slow push from Uncharted Pinkers. They're not taking any chances. Waiting for the enemy team to use all their grenades. That grenade was perfect.
But that jump was also perfect.
Yeah. But I think the grenade is designed to push a person who is defending that point specifically back.
Fire in the hole!
But good rotation here. Number 4 goes down, number 5 comes up and rotates, secures that position.
Taking some damage. Still a very slow-paced game, but now finally we are trading kills. Slow motion.
Very back and forth. Esta able to clean up that kill inside the house. Blue team will win on the defense here, so already a good start for our Thai team.
Yep.
Up 6-3.
Yep, 6-3, and as I mentioned before, Uncharted Pinkers could only give up 2 rounds if they want to win. They could give up 3 rounds if they want to go for a tie, but you do not want to do that. You want to make, you want to go for that win because they already have 1 win in their pocket. They want to make that 2 to secure that spot in the finals.
Fire in the
Similar strategy here
Yep.
from Uncharted Pinkers, where they are fragging up the middle as much as possible. But it looks like we do have a push on towards B. We got 3 members pushing over there. We're not actually getting a look at it right now on our screen, but it's happening. Okay,
Ooh.
running up mid, but both players get taken out.
Yep. Selling net. On screen right now, we have 2v4. And, you know, it's obvious. Oh, they have taken over already.
Yeah. They've taken the bomb site, but this bomb site is not nearly as easy to defend as bomb site A.
Ooh, a headshot. Popping off. Wow. All right, 1v3 right now. Merrick alive by herself. That nade forcing that team to push up.
Okay. That was a good grenade, but a headshot trade back, and the bomb was never planted, so they had a lot of time. And so, we do have Victoria taking another round win.
And it seems like Uncharted Pinkers likes B a lot. They haven't gone towards A site yet. And it's also for Victoria Rocky Rose, they are defending B pretty well. Not giving up any rounds so far.
Okay, well, they're totally mixing it up now. Everybody going down middle, and they get a bunch of headshot kills on the attack, but Shakuza is able to pick up 3 kills on the back foot. But here we go. It's 1 against 2. Their aggression did pay off.
Bomb has finally been planted. Wow. Ooh, gets picked off. All right, they have Uncharted Pinkers given up 2 rounds. That is the max rounds to give up if they want to go for that victory. And finally, they have taken a round away from Rocky Rose.
It just looked like our Thai team was totally taken aback from the all-out aggression, and they're going for it again, this time at A, but it does get shut down this time around.
Yeah, and if you noticed, Victoria Rocky Rose, they have a couple of players inside the wine cellar defending the bomb site from inside rather than just getting information from the outside, and that was a successful defense with double kill coming out.
It's very true. And now what are they going to do? They read the aggressive play at the A site. It was a good job by Rocky Rose, but now they can just wait. They've got 4 members versus 2 on the defense.
Yep. So they're going to slowly make their way towards B again.
Good grenade. Another second one. Does a bit of damage.
Right. Another smoke is put down. Last one alive gets taken out. It will be 8-4, which means now if Brazil, even though they win out the rest, it will be only a tie.
Yeah.
And if they lose, it will be a 3-way tiebreaker, right?
Well, we need to look at the last game.
but
Yeah, because if
2 teams will be tied.
yeah, which would be fine.
Yeah. Which will be fine.
Yeah. If Indonesia went down, then they'd have 2 losses. And so they'd just be out of it compared to the other 2 teams that would have 1 win each.
Yep. All right, the DIU is taken out, but they do go for that trade. Another headshot coming through, making it 4v3. If Rocky Rose takes this round, they do have the win in the bag.
You can see that Estefia, she's just waiting inside there. She has the C5 set up.
Yeah.
As you were talking about, there's just really no easy way to get inside of the A site as it was when the sides were switched. Trying to go for a flank, but it gets spotted out there by PBIWC.
Waiting to detonate that C5. A little bit of a wall spam right there. They're coming in.
Able to take out 1, 2 left over. 2 on 2 here are going to be running through. Takes out both, actually, on the nice crossfire there. And that means that just 1 round away,
Yep.
they will take the victory. They've already won,
Yep.
but they want to win it as cleanly as possible.
Yeah, and remember, just in case it goes to a tiebreaker, they want to win and get
Yeah.
as many rounds as possible. And right now, 4-1 in the second half score. The total score is 9-4, as you can see. Now Rocky Rose wants to just secure that extra round.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
We'll see if they are able to do that.
Looks like some moves towards A once again. DRN is just holding down mid in case they want to go for a push there.
Fire in the hole!
A lot of gunfires and nades are thrown, but no damage is taken on both sides.
Fire in the hole!
Ooh, they saw that. They saw that.
I like that actually,
Yeah.
the small little poke out of the
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, a sneak peek.
Exactly.
Smoke is thrown.
Fire in the hole!
Great
Nade-
grenades here.
Oh!
It's gonna get away in time.
And some spams. Wow, Lism with that 2 double headshots. Gets punished, but 2-for-1 trade is always a good trade.
As they try to make their way into the middle now, Shakuza was holding it down with a bit more of an aggressive posture. And so they do take her out. It is 3-on-2 now in favor of our defending team.
Alright, name is thrown all the way to the back. Trading fire headshots. 2v2.
TMJ in a very fantastic position. Gets one, gets another, and that's going to do it. 5-1 is the second half. We do have the winner of our second game now is going to be that Thai team. Vittoria Rocky Rose by Tokyo Striker does take the win. And they took a bunch of rounds, too. It was a lot more one-sided comparatively when you look at the first game.
Yeah.
They take it 10-4 instead of the 8-7 win that Uncharted Pinkers did
Yeah.
take against Indonesia.
So now it all depends on game 3 against Indonesia versus Thailand, whether it be a 3-way tiebreaker or not.
Yeah.
But even if it does go down to a 3-way tiebreaker, it seems so far the Thailand team has a more comfortable position regarding rounds won and rounds lost. So before we get into game 3, we will definitely be going to a short break. We will be back. Don't go anywhere.
Back, guys, here for more of PBIC. We are in the midst of the female kind of group stages, if you will. There are only 3 teams, but they're going at it to decide who is going to fight for that championship in the finals. So we already have the Uncharted Pinkers winning one and losing one, and we have the Indonesian team Galaxy losing one, and our Thai team Vittoria Rocky Rose winning one. So those 2 final teams I mentioned are going to go head-to-head.
Yep.
And that will decide basically which 2 teams are left on top. Now, we have a little bit of a delay, so I think we are going to take a look at, the coin toss or maybe some of the raffles, maybe a little bit later. But we'll let you guys know when exactly we do hop to that. I mean, it'll be obvious because it'll be on your screen. But
until then, you'll see and have our faces on screen. And like you just mentioned, we do have the Brazilian team with 1 win and 1 loss. And we have the Indonesia team 0 wins and 1 loss. And Thailand 1 win and 1 loss. So the third game will determine whether we go into a 3-way tiebreaker, or if Thailand beats Indonesia, then it'll be Thailand versus Brazil in the finals. Or if Indonesia beats Thailand somehow, then it'll be a 3-way tiebreaker. And let's hope that all the rounds and all the scores aren't even at the same level. So we, if that's the case, then we're gonna have to just redo the whole thing over again.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and it'll just be longer before you guys get to see the finals and the semifinals of the male teams and even the female teams. So, finally on screen now, we do have the coin toss. They just decide to just throw it off the crowd. They don't want to. throw the coin and catch it and put it on.
Just throw it on the ground.
Yeah. But now we just saw the coin toss and how it's been done throughout yesterday and today. We've actually been seeing it on the live feed, but this is the first time for you guys seeing it. And I wanted to mention it, but usually when I do the coin toss with with my friends or when we're competing, I throw
catch
it,
it in
I
your
catch
hand,
it, and then I put it on top of my and then we look at it heads or tails. But yeah, I guess
He just
it,
threw it on the
yeah,
ground.
it's different for
Yeah.
every region, so I have nothing against it. They just tossed the coin and decided let it flow and
Yeah.
go
Let's
its
go with the
path.
flow,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was good that we saw the coin toss, but it's unfortunate that we do not know which side got the the right side. So we just basically
It looks like whoever was on the left got to choose.
uh-huh. Oh, did it?
We are assuming that
Okay.
it's side choice, right?
Mhm, yeah.
Like which side you get
Oh,
to
yeah,
play
yeah,
first
yeah,
because
yeah.
the map's already decided and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
So it's just for side choice. Do they want to play
Uh-huh.
defense or offense 1st?
Mhm.
And we'll get to see in the game what they decided to choose. So
Yeah.
based on what we saw, it definitely looked like the Thai team was a little bit better. Like there was a noticeable difference in the play that we saw
Yeah.
in that one game.
Mhm.
Looks like Victoria Rocky Rose came to play today. They want to go to that championship.
Mhm.
So if I had to make a prediction going into this one, I would say that the Indonesian team is going to have a rough time. They're going up against a very strong team in Rocky Rose. So they're going to have to look at the game that they just saw on downtown and say, okay, we kind of get their play style, their strategies, and going into Midtown, they're going to have to try to read the strategies and try to actually take the win because that's the only way they can stay in this one. It's kind of unfortunate for them that they lost that game against Brazil because if they did win the game against Brazil, which they only lost by one round, then Brazil would have 2 losses, and Indonesia and Thailand would have 1 win each. And so they'd already be set for the finals, and this match would not matter.
Yeah.
And we
That is
probably
true.
would have skipped it, actually, because, I mean,
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah, what's the point? Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
would have
But-
just gone into the best of 3.
But let's just hope that Indonesia is able to adapt to the plays of Thailand because they were unable to do that in the first game, and that's
Yeah.
what caused them the loss or brought them the loss. So in Midtown, let's hope that Indonesian team can adapt to the Thailand strategies depending on the way Thailand plays if they want to switch it up. But it just seems like you just mentioned, watching just one game of Game 2, Thailand players, the female team, is actually they switched up their strats a lot. They sometimes pushed up, they stacked one bomb site, they went back and forth. They did not just, go towards one bomb site all the time. And even on the defense, they were able to sometimes put 2 players in the A site, sometimes have 1 player in there with the C5, and we saw that part where one player was just waiting for the opponent to come in to blow that up, and they were switching up their positions and their strats depending on how the opponent approaches, and that's what that the Indonesian team needs to get in and approach this game 3.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of strategy going into this one. All the teams, I have to say, when I compare them to the male teams, I feel like the skill level is very similar. They don't seem all that far behind or they're not ahead or anything like that. Overall, it seems like very similar point blank that we're watching.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see more of it. We are going to be jumping into Midtown for our 3rd game of the night. Will be our Indonesian team Galaxy up against our Thai team Victoria Rocky Rose. So let's hop onto that right away. In a little bit.
Not right away,
Yeah.
but very soon. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. There we go. You got to say the magic words.
Yeah.
You got to count
you
it down.
You forgot to count down. That's
Or else, the map is just
Yeah.
a little bit shy. You gotta, you gotta call her out.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're on Midtown.
Yep. All right, we see some grenades being thrown. Nothing too much is happening. We have Galaxy on the defense, and we have Victoria Rocky Rose on the attacking side. we'll see how this game is played out. Like I said, this is a very important match for all three teams, depending on who becomes the victor. And 2 headshots are traded off.
Smoke coming into the middle here, definitely stifling the vision of Kimura, who will actually evacuate for now. He's going to take a new angle on the defense.
Oh, a player is actually in. They have to go defend that B.
Oh, jump down. Now it's 3-on-3.
Another player taking down another one. 1 versus 3. It's going to be very hard for Kimura. Defend this by herself.
Ooh. Not checking the flank. Just
Yep.
walking up the stairs. It was 1-on-3, so tried to take a
Yes.
risk. Did not pay off. TMJ, though, stepping up big there to take that site. Definitely one of the key players for Rocky Rose, our Thai team.
Yeah, here we go. Second round has begun. This is very important. And right now, the Thai team is just going with that 1-round lead. Will Galaxy be able to stop this momentum of the Thailand team? If the Indonesian team cannot win this game, they will not make it to the finals. They have to play and concentrate to win this game.
Very true. Slow play so far from Victoria Rocky Rose by Tokyo Striker. They are just looking for an angle so far. They have 3 members looking towards B with the slow push coming in here. You can see players 1 and 5 just poking around the tank over towards A, but that's not where the main push is happening.
Yep. Oh, here we go. The fight has begun in the wine cellar.
1 for 1 already, but another headshot there.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. Bomb site B has been taken over by 2 players of the Thailand side. And another pickoff.
TMJ is just on her game tonight.
Kills already.
Make that a 4th.
Okay. A 1v3.
Estefia helping out. It's up to Chronos. Definitely one of the better players here on the side of Galaxy. See if she can do it. Trying to poke through.
Ooh. All right. 2 rounds in a row for Rocky Rose. If this continues and Galaxy is unable to get this game, then they will be knocked out and won't make it into the finals.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
We'll see if Victoria Rocky Rose wants to take it slow.
Yeah.
Again, if they just want to continue with the the slow push in towards B. It's been working for them so far.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of downtown, where if you can get position on the high ground over at the B site, it is not so hard to continue the control over that area.
Yeah, and if you noticed, they on either side they do not have a designated sniper. So there's not many mid firefight in between 2 snipers trying to pick each other off. It's more of a straightforward SMG rifle fight. There we go. Headshots are traded off. Another one.
Yeah, RD trying to carry her team right now. Gets a grenade kill.
Ooh.
And Alona following up on that one. So now it's all up to Shizuka by herself. 1v4 with 1:40 left.
We have yet to see a 1v4 clutch. I would love to see one. But
it won't
not
happen
this
in this
round.
Yeah.
Not in this round. Well, good for Galaxy, taking away that momentum away from Rocky Rose, taking a round. Now making it 2-1.
Fire in the hole! Affirmative. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the
There's less fights going on near the tank or mid because there is no designated sniper on either side. They just like going towards a close quarter combat, which is on A side near the wine cellar.
Mhm. Yeah, the female team's just deciding not to pick up snipers
Yeah.
for their teams. Just a bit of a different strategy, wanting to use those submachine guns.
Taking it very slow. All right, there we go with the entry. The entry kill is not happening. The
Ooh.
double headshots.
And Metz is the only one able to pick up a kill for her team this time, so now it's 2-on-4.
Fire in the hole!
All right. It's going to be very hard for Rocky Rose to get through this B site. They are slowly making their way in with the smokes, and we have a flank.
Yeah, generally not a bad idea when you have so many members
Yeah.
in the advantage. 4-on-2, and you know that the enemy has taken a bit of health loss as well.
Eek! Woo.
Nicely done.
Nice crossfire and cover right there. All right, taking 2 rounds now in a row. Galaxy is slowly turning on their engines. 2-2 tied up.
Yeah, in the beginning I was thinking to myself, well, I guess I'll hold that thought. Kamara gets a double
Okay.
kill on the defense
Yeah.
and says, well, we are really wanting to turn this one around.
Yeah.
Make that a 3rd kill. But yeah,
Yeah.
at first I was thinking, okay, the Thai team is actually the best, and the prediction is coming true in the end. My secondary prediction, at least. And, well, at
Now-
least the Indonesian team is able to turn it around so far.
Yep, it is a 5v2. Let's see how Rocky Rose will approach this.
Well,
Want to pick off, but it's not happening right now.
if there's anyone you want alive on this team, it is TMJ.
Right when you
cursed
say
her.
that.
I'm
Yep,
sorry.
You did. You never learn, do you?
I know. Whenever I start playing, praising these players, they just,
Yeah.
they feel all the pressure.
So, all right, one kill coming through, but only 22 HP left. This is she is definitely not in a comfortable position, going up against 4 players with only 22 HP. But we'll see if she is able to pull off an ace.
Using the smoke to reposition, but again, it's kind of hard
Yeah.
to pull that off. And so we have 3 rounds in a row for Evos Galaxy
Yeah.
Sades.
Yeah. Well, the tides have finally turned. It was 2-0, but now it's 3 rounds in a row towards Galaxy.
Fire in the hole!
Let's see if Rocky Rose decides to change up their strats. A lot of smokes being put down towards mid near the tank.
And all those grenades too, but I like that back defensive position that Galaxy does have. They're not playing in the front of that room.
It's a good choice that they decide to play in the back. You know, this is how a defending team should play. They should not always rush out. They should just wait for the opponent, the attacking side, to rush in and just be in a good cross-firing position. 1-for-1 headshot trade. And another kill towards Galaxy.
Yeah, they're pushing in. Estafia,
Woo!
with the help of her teammate, they get a couple of kills, but Alona is able to tie things up 2-on-2.
All right,
But the
finally
bomb is planted.
the headshot. Estafia right on top of the bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, the information is out there now.
She's got to kill 2 and then defuse. She's got about 9 seconds. Gets 1, but
Oh.
does go down. 3-2-3.
Yep, 3-3. A good split defense on Victoria Rocky Rose's side.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
The 7th round has begun.
Fire in the hole!
This ended up being very close between these two teams.
Yeah. So basically, like, just seeing this first half, it's still going on, but just seeing the first 6 rounds going back and forth, just pretty much sums up, that all 3 female teams are pretty close in skill level. Because there hasn't been any, too much of a one-sided game yet.
It was your original prediction,
Yeah.
Sean. That was the truest prediction of all.
Yeah.
No one team seems to be the best by far or the worst by far or anything like that. They're all on a similar level here.
Fire in the hole!
Some damage taken
Fire in the
by
hole!
Shizuka.
Rocky Rose had confidence earlier on. They were taking the rounds by storm. It was
Yeah.
a 2 of them. Oh, gonna get caught out here. Nice position there by Ardiv. Did not expect that
Yeah,
one.
that was a little bit of a forward push right there by the defending side. Still a 3v2. 3v1.
Yeah. Netted them a big enough advantage. But let's see, Estefia, 3 health, 1 on 2.
Yep. 2 players with 100 health versus 1 player with 3 HP. Still doable. Not impossible.
Planting right now.
Bomb has been planted.
She's here on the A site, but she was spotted.
Yep. She had nowhere to go, and the bomb will be defused. And it will be 4-3
Bomb
for
defused.
Galaxy.
Yeah,
Very
this-
close, just a 1-round difference.
Mission
You never know.
success.
Rocky Rose may take the next round, tie it up to 4-4, and make, the first half may end a 5-4.
Fire in the hole!
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Victoria, they've been fighting back. It seems like they're slowly reading it, but not a good start to this round as they take a death already and some damage. But TMJ, the carry on this team,
Yes.
trying to put the team on her back.
The only player with 7 kills right now. Most kills. The cafe. They are trying to approach. But we have Chronos. Long range. Ooh!
Wow.
C5.
But Lism somehow pokes out and gets a headshot
Yeah.
across. So
Far.
that's pretty huge as they are going to take that B site. But Ardiv and Alona showing up big. I would love to get a look. Okay, Sophia,
Oh, she saw.
they know where each other are.
Bomb has been planted. Split screen once
Bomb
again.
has been planted.
Estefia does not need to peek out
Yeah, she's just waiting.
whatsoever. Don't peek out.
She's saying, okay, if you don't want to come over, then fine. I guess I'll just get the win with the bomb. I'm surprised that Alona has taken this long, but
Yeah.
I guess she is the pro here. She's going to go up now.
She
And
already got the headshot. And
Oh,
she will
okay.
defuse.
there you
It
go.
will be 5-3. It was pretty close. And 5-3 is still close.
Bomb
We
defused.
will
Win.
switch up now. And, the first game was 5-3 in the first half too.
Yeah.
And they switched it up, and it ended up being a 1-round difference. That may happen also in this third game. Who knows?
Yeah. It's really going to come down to the rounds if
Yeah.
Indonesia does win this. But,
Oh, yeah.
for Midtown, perhaps it's a bit of a defensive map, and it was surprising that Vittoria was able to take those 3 rounds
Yeah.
that fast. But they looked strong in the beginning, but all of a sudden, it's like they just read exactly the attack patterns. We've seen that happen before.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, Indonesia actually showing up big. Maybe they felt the energy from the crowd as they started to lose. The crowd was like pumping them up, and
Yeah.
they're like, okay, we got to really try hard.
Yeah. And, it is their hometown. And, you mentioned earlier on that they may have that hometown buff. So that may be one of the reasons why they don't they are not giving up, even though they were down earlier on in the first half.
Yeah.
They were able to come back. So now we are getting ready for our second half, and let's see if that adrenaline rush of having that hometown advantage will continue on in the second half for Indonesia.
Looks like we're getting ready to jump into that right now. So let's hop on to our second half of Midtown.
Okay. This is the same. I will just give you the statistics of saying that Galaxy could give up to 3 rounds, whereas, you know, Victoria Rocky Rose could only Victoria Rocky Rose could give up only 3 rounds, and they need to win out 4 rounds, whereas, you know, Galaxy having won 5 rounds could give up a little bit more. They have more room to give up if they need to regroup and to take the victory away from Rocky Rose.
Okay, very defensive setup here from our Thai team, that is, or rather, our Indonesian team that is on the attack. They're not even entering the first part of the attack pattern.
Yeah.
Just waiting. And part of that is because Victoria did step up in the beginning. As you can see, throwing out some nades.
They're still at their spawn. This is where this is a spawn of the red side, and we have 3 members still at their spawn, just playing out the clock.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Alright, we're slowly entering. First phase.
Oh, the perfect grenade!
Fire in the hole!
He's gonna catch that defending member on the B site. Make that a second kill. Only 1 member of Galaxy has gone down.
Yeah. Well, Rocky Rose is on a tight spot right now with only 3 players, and they're all splitted up. And now B side
Bomb
is
has been planted.
taken over. Has been taken over by Galaxy. 4v2. And Galaxy has the information of where both of the defending players are.
Okay, taking out 1 member already, but they are going to trade back a headshot. So now 2-on-1 and only 16 seconds left. This is going to be an incredibly hard takeover. It looks like there's not enough time. Estafia will just try to go for it.
Woo!
Does get 1 kill.
Whoa!
Gets a second. Can she defuse in time?
Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
Wow, that was a good double kill. If she was able to do that, maybe. Oh, yeah.
That was scary.
Yeah. We saw the inside of Estafia's head just
Okay.
now. But if she was able to do that double kill maybe 3 seconds earlier, she might have had time, or maybe 4 seconds earlier, she might have had time to get that round.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Galaxy takes that round. Ooh.
Okay, a couple of headshots already going to Rocky Rose's side. 5-on-3.
Right, they are fighting at mid near the tank this time around. 2 kills coming out from Rocky Rose. Galaxy, 2 players are pretty unhealthy right now. They do not want to make any haste moves. Don't take it slow. Try to get some good pickoffs. We'll see if they are able to do that.
All right.
Not gonna happen.
Pick off the unhealthiest
Yep.
of the 3.
Yep. The sickest one of them all.
Yeah.
Alright.
Whoa.
Ooh. Through the smoke!
They were so close to not even losing
Yeah.
a single member, but Clarity on 2 health says, I'm going to stop your shutout.
Get a headshot right on your head. Alright, once again, Clarity left alone with 2 HP against 4 players. And headshot.
Quick headshot.
Yep. Alright, so a round goes towards Rocky Rose. They are slowly coming back.
Let's move out.
6-4.
I would love to see them mix it up. Galaxy Galaxy and go more aggressive here. They've been playing it very passively on the attack. They're just letting Victoria get so much ground in the forward buildings. Maybe this is where they feel comfortable taking the firefights, so who am I to say? But I don't know, I feel like at times it's very valuable if you mix up your strategy. You know, like you expect them to come for the aggressive defense, so maybe just charge down one lane and take like a 4v2 and maybe go for that.
Yeah, maybe get a positive trade. It just seems like they just like playing it very passively, waiting for a good pickoff rather than putting the opponent in an uncomfortable position. Alona still in her spawn. Waiting to see if anybody pushes up towards the A side.
Can't really expect that at this point.
Yeah.
I think that would be a crazy move. I'm not sure why Alona is playing so far back, but I mean, she's going all the way back for a specific nade route there, but here we go.
Behind her spawn right now. Ooh, that nade landed. Probably did some damage.
5-on-4 right now as they push through, but a good defensive kill by Lizm. Coming from behind now is Izuka. Able to pick up one kill. Lizm with the second. Nice double kill though. 3 for Galaxy as they look to turn this one around.
They have the information. 1v1.
Oh! Estafia showing up big.
Yes, that was huge. That was getting turned around by Galaxy, making it a 3v2, but, you know, at the end, Estafia, she's like, nope, I am still alive. You guys won't have that round.
Yeah.
All right, now it's 6-5. 2 rounds in a row for Rocky Rose.
Yeah. This is an extremely strong half for Estafia. I mean, you saw the clutch play there, but also the consistency so far in the last 3 rounds. She has not died a single time as we got to look at the scoreboard after that last one. She's 5-0 right now, so she is sticking strong on the defense, getting the most kills for her team, and showing up big.
Yep, we'll have to see if she's able to continue that throughout the second half. Maybe carry her team to victory. Because Rocky Rose, if they want to just comfortably make it up into the finals, it's best that they win this game.
Yeah.
Rather than allowing Galaxy to win and making it a 3-way tie. Oh, that was...
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Estafia, man.
Estafia, man.
I was talking to you.
Yeah, I know.
She is showing up
Estafia,
big.
man.
Yeah.
That was a good kill. Another one.
7-0 right now.
Wow. Yeah, Rocky Rose definitely wants to just comfortably make it into the finals rather than give Galaxy a chance.
8-0. She
Wow.
is putting the team on her back, man.
Yeah.
It's getting out of control.
Yeah, she brought her private jet and is just cruising through with her teammates.
Oh, yeah.
It's tied up 6-6. 2 more rounds left if Victoria Rocky Rose decides to take 2 in a row. Another kill coming off 2 TNJ. Wow.
Yeah, her teammates supporting Estafia at this point, and they were going for a more aggressive move towards B that time, but it did not pay off as 2 of them got picked off by TMJ, who was on the defensive side here.
Yeah. We'll see if Galaxy is able to adapt to the playstyle of Rocky Rose, but it does not seem like they can. Only 1 player is left for Galaxy. Gamora.
They're hunting her down.
Yes.
It's 5-on-1 right now, and she's going to be taken out. 5 members remain, and that is a very one-sided 5th round there for their 4th win on the second half. So morale must be high. They are destroying this team right now as Victoria Rocky Rose looking to make a big statement.
All right, this is last round, and if Victoria Rocky Rose wins this round, Indonesia is out of the finals. We'll see what happens. This is a very important potentially the last round, especially for the Indonesian team.
Yeah, Galaxy would have to win 2 to have a chance at tying. If they want to win, they need to win 4.
Yep.
Those are the only 2 outcomes they would be happy with.
They definitely cannot afford a loss.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
There's 4 players at mid. Oh, a pick off by
What is
Estefia.
going on? She is out of control. 10-0 right now.
Another nade kill towards mid. All right, they're trading nade kills. Still a 4v3.
Looks like maybe they are going to come over towards the left side now, towards B. Chronos. There's only 1 player from Rocky Rose that is defending over here. That is Suzuka. Will come back and join her teammates as they look to make a move towards A.
Yep, all 3 players are here. All the kills that happened this round has been in front of this tank. Let's see what happens. Another headshot coming out from Estefia.
Finally, she gets taken out, finally, at the end, but she has done her work, and it will be the end of it. It looks like we will have Victoria Rose winning that one and securing their spot in the finals with our Brazilian team that was Uncharted Pinkers.
Yep.
That should be the head-to-head that we have a little bit later on. But yeah, fantastic game. We have our women's championship decided, and yeah, very nicely done. I feel like just a bit of a weaker half for our Indonesian team, even though they looked good on the defense.
Yeah.
They weren't really able to get too much damage done on the attack.
Yeah, so now we are done for the group stages for the female teams, and we will be moving on to our male semifinals of the 2 Indonesian teams first coming up after we take a short break. So we will be back in 12 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, guys. We are about a little bit more than halfway through the day, but we only have finals left over, so that's some pretty cool news. Only finals left. There's so much on the line. There's money, there's pride.
And money.
And we will have a new champion and money.
Oh, yes.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, money is great for these players as well, but, you know, for us as casters, seeing new champions in Point Blank and, you know, a new face or a new team taking away that championship role away from Ozone and getting a new champion in the Women's League as well is very exciting for us, because that is information, that is story for our cast next year or next time if we get to cast Point Blank again. And, you know, if Ozone were to win, yeah, great for good for them for 2 wins in a row. However, this time around, Ozone was knocked out by the Russian team, and now we will get a new champion.
Yeah, very excited for that. But of course, we do have the women's final coming up first. It is going to be Thailand versus Brazil.
Yep.
I believe that's going to be Victoria Rocky Rose versus the Uncharted Pinkers. Any thoughts on who you think would take that one? They looked pretty even.
Well, maybe to you it may have looked even, but to me, Uncharted Pinkers still went up against Victoria Rocky Rose, and they have lost to them before during that short round robin stage. So even though Uncharted Pinkers did make it up into the finals, they may have to change up their strategy a little bit going up against this Thailand team, because, you know, going up against a team that you have lost on the same day again, you know, maybe if you had a couple days or maybe even just one day to, you know, get your thoughts together, come up with new strats and practice a little bit more, and then going against them, it's a totally different feel when you just go on the same day, you lose to one team, and you just have a long, maybe a couple hour breaks, and then you go up against that same team again. And, you know, that it might be a little bit hard for them to, clinch that victory, but who knows? They
Yeah.
may have something else in the bag, and we will probably be doing the coin toss with the map bans and picks, as well as the best out of 3 for the women's finals. So who knows what will happen?
We're having like a really cool highlight sequence and an introduction of both the teams. I wish that we could get that on camera for you guys because it's really cool.
Yeah,
But,
they are actually showing us a highlight reel of each players on both sides right now.
yeah.
But it's very unfortunate that you guys have to just stick with looking at our faces.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of the teams are on stage right now. It seems as if they might do the coin toss, but the hosts are coming out with the mics. Maybe they'll do a short interview to see how they feel about, making it up
Yeah.
into the finals. But
We are getting into the finals, so generally you get the interviews, you get the introduction videos, you get all the cool stuff that's been prepared for all that good stuff. So you guys missed the video, but you
Yep.
do get to see them up on stage.
all right, so we are getting ready for whatever is to come. The trophy is still in the middle. It's shining.
It is
brightly.
shining.
Yeah,
Whoa,
it's super shiny.
look at that.
Yeah. It's like
It's
one of,
made of pure shining gold.
yeah. It seems almost as if it's like one of those computer graphics in a movie where
Yeah.
everything else is just normal color and just this one item is just super shiny. All right, the teams are coming together for that coin toss. They're gonna throw the coin to the ground.
And I threw it on the ground. And I picked the first down.
There we go.
Okay, let's see. It is going to be going over to Victoria. Rocky Rose by Tokyo Striker.
Yep. All right, so the Thailand team will probably.
Midtown. I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
her.
You read
She
that?
said
yeah.
Midtown.
Midtown. All right, so we have to see. All right, so the two bands are Storm Tube and Midtown. Okay. And it seems as if
Luxville was the pick here. and
okay. This is the first time that I've seen or I remember Luxville actually being picked on a band pick phase.
Yeah.
Because Luxville has always been banned, especially on the males tournaments and qualifiers. But this time around, it will be Sandstorm and Luxville, and we will have that one random draw between Downtown and Safe House, I guess.
See if we have a chance to watch Safe House tonight.
Yeah.
Still have not seen it once. But
We'll have to see that
when
that
the wheel
roll.
comes up, yeah,
The Wheel of Fortune.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Lots of explanations explaining going on here. And here's the Wheel of Fortune. What'll it be?
Here we go.
I'd like to buy a safe house.
You have to be rich to afford one. And there we go.
Yes, I am.
All right.
I am
Guessed
today.
right.
We have safe house coming in for our decider match. We'll see if we even get there, though.
Yeah, we'll have to see because, like I mentioned before, Uncharted Pinkers is strong, but I have to say the Thailand team coming up to this final 2-0 is it might be a little bit stronger. Wait, what are they doing? Are they redoing the coin
Coin toss for the side.
Okay, there we go. Coin toss for the side.
Looks like Brazil.
Yep, looks like Uncharted Pinkers.
And they decide defense. Well, I don't really know, but that's what I assume.
Yeah, I guess it's right to assume that most of the teams will like playing defense first on whatever map it is because it is demolition. So we'll have to see and get into the game to actually finalize whether they chose defense or not. But yeah, maybe if it was Art of Execution, they might have chosen attack first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even those teams were choosing
Oh,
defense
yeah, that is
first.
true. Yeah, Ozone
I don't know
won the
why.
yeah.
I mean, maybe it was just a fluke. Who knows?
Mm.
Maybe they actually see themselves as a defensive team, and
Yeah.
we're just like making stuff up as we go.
Yeah. Well, from now on, after this tournament, Ozone and Art of Execution are definitely not defenders.
Yeah.
Because they have shown us so much great plays while they were attacking
Yeah.
compared to when they were defending. So,
Although-
even
yeah.
if they consider themselves as defenders now, you can't do that anymore.
Art of Execution did have a good defending round against Ozone,
Okay.
but it was at the end when they were on the line.
Yeah.
They had already had a better
Yeah.
attacking
Yeah.
half, and then they just barely squeaked by to win that defensive round against Ozone. So,
Yeah. Yeah, there was a moment when they only needed that one round,
Yeah.
and Ozone took away, I think, 2 or 3 rounds away from Art of Execution, and we were saying just one round, and then Russia was kind of having a hard time until nearly the end when they finally succeeded in defending and making it up into the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, we are going to be jumping into that in no time.
Mhm.
They're still having the hosts talk a little bit here, so just stick with us as we wait to get in here.
It's understandable. They just did the coin toss. All 10 players that will be playing in the women's finals were on stage. They shook hands, so they have to get back into their seats, get into the game. All the yada yada, all the stuff that needs to be done to actually start the game.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't take too long because from what I was told, they have already set up all their gears ahead of time. So they just have to go sit down and log in.
Yeah.
And start the game.
It's funny, we generally have a female Indonesian caster come in whenever the females are playing. I guess it makes sense. Maybe she's a former pro herself.
Yeah,
and,
that is possible.
She's moved on to casting.
Mhm.
Were you a former pro in anything, Sean?
I can't say I was actually like a pro, but like kind of like an amateur pro-ish.
Yeah, you were like playing on teams and in leagues.
Yeah. I was sponsored on a, I don't know if I'm allowed to mention, but another FPS game that I played a lot when I was in the middle school, high school-ish.
Oh, okay.
That has moved on to a game engine called Steam now, but it wasn't before. It had a yellow CD.
Sure.
Yeah, but I was
I think
kind of
we
like
get the
amateur.
idea,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I was actually on a team with that was sponsored, and I was actually sent to a tournament called CPL. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I've heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually invited there over when I was actually pretty young, maybe 8th grade or 9th grade.
Not
So
bad. Yeah.
it was fun time. It was a fun time, but it was very, very long time ago. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
How do you do?
Not too well. But just the fact that our team got invited over there and we were able to, go up against actually very formidable teams, and some of the players are still in the pro scene right now.
Wow, yeah.
So, it was a good experience, but, me being here now as a caster and not as a gamer, I guess it just shows that, I wasn't meant to be a pro gamer. How about
Well,
you?
here you are. I never went pro in anything. I
Okay.
was high level in multiple games,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
never really, I played tournaments here or there, but never really on a sponsor team or anything
Oh,
like
okay.
that, yeah.
All right.
But,
Well-
I guess we should talk more about this matchup
Yeah.
as we're getting close to getting into it.
Yeah.
We saw all the crazy grenade and just demolition kills
Mm-hmm.
that we had, and we are jumping into Luxville first, and then on to
Midtown was banned. Storm 2 was banned. So
Yeah.
we have Downtown and Safe House. Or was
yeah,
it
it
not
was
that?
it was downtown, right? Not Sandstorm.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was Sandstorm.
It was
Yeah,
Sandstorm?
it was Sandstorm. So it was
Okay.
Downtown and Safe House. And Safe House was chosen in the random draft. So
Yeah.
it's Luxville first. And then it will be Sandstorm. And then it will be Safe House.
Yeah.
That is the order, best out of 3. But, it may end in the second round if one team decides to just go all out and just get 2 wins in a row.
Yeah.
And then we'll go straight into the performance that I am still curious about. And
I really want to know what it is.
yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
And I really do. And I asked the producer, and
It's a
you guys,
half hour long.
yeah, it is. And you guys will actually get the feed of that performance. So even though you guys won't be seeing our faces, we're gonna be here in this seat watching the performance with you
Yeah.
guys.
Probably eating dinner.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very curious. So let's get a move on into this women's finals so we can move on to the performance that is
It's the highlight of the night.
yeah,
you
it's
know?
bugging me. It's
Yeah.
bugging me right now. So it seems as if it's taking a little bit longer than I expected.
Yeah,
But,
you know, they're getting set up. It's the finals.
Yeah.
Always got to take a little bit extra time
Yeah.
before we get to the finals.
Understandable.
Well, I am predicting the Thai team to win this, Vittoria Rocky Rose,
Okay.
by Tokyo Sapphire.
By Tokyo what?
I forget the name.
Tokyo Striker.
Oh, Striker. I knew
Yeah.
it was S, but they looked like the stronger team.
Yeah.
They did take out Brazil when they went head to head, and
Well, yeah, I have to agree with you on that because just on paper, with their performance today, Uncharted Pinkers did make it up into the finals, but their record is 1 win and 1 loss.
Yeah.
Whereas, Victoria Rocky Rose is 2 wins and 0 loss.
Yeah.
And they've already given Brazil, the Uncharted Pinkers, their loss.
yeah, and it was 10-4 actually.
Yeah,
now
it
that I'm
was.
remembering,
Yeah.
so it was pretty one-sided. So
Mhm.
if there is going to be a one-sided finals, it should be this one.
Yeah.
When we get into the finals of the male group, I don't even know who to say for that one. I'd probably go with Art of Execution. I mean, if you're taking out the favorite in the tournaments, they're probably the favorites, the new favorites after taking out the favorites. But yeah, I wish we had more of like a female group stage and a bracket and all that stuff so we
Yeah.
could have like more games from them. We only had 3,
Yeah.
and now we're going into a best of 3.
Yeah.
So it
The
might
thi-
just be
yeah.
like 2 or 5 total games. You know?
Yeah, and another thing I want to mention is that even though we only had 3 women's matches in the group of round robin, the maps were also fixed. So we had the Luxville, we had the downtown and the midtown rotation. And if you remember, downtown was banned by one of the teams. I think if I remember correctly, Uncharted Pinkers was
Oh,
banned.
yeah.
Wait, was downtown? No, midtown was banned. Or was
Yeah,
downtown?
Midtown.
Yeah, Midtown was banned.
bad, yeah.
But either way, downtown is not in the ban pick right now because Safe House was chosen. But downtown was actually the map that Uncharted Pinkers lost to the Thailand team. So, I guess it is a plus for the Brazilian female team that downtown is not on the list.
Yeah,
So
for
we'll
sure,
see
yeah.
how they do because we do have the 3 maps and one of the maps being Luxville. And I mentioned this multiple times before that when we are in the band pick phase, we never see Luxville, but it seems like we are ready to go into our Luxville first half.
Affirmative.
Okay.
And we begin Uncharted Pinkers versus Vittoria Rocky Rose by Tokyo Striker for our women's final, a best of 3 beginning on Luxville. And bring out the pink guns.
Yep. And Rocky Rose on the defending side, Uncharted Pinkers on the attack. And from remembering the previous games against each other, they both like playing passive. They both like playing out the clock. So we'll have to see which team will be the patient team.
Fire in the hole.
Oh, we already have a big move over towards this location.
Yep.
Uncharted Pinkers, remember they got to choose their side and they actually chose the attack here.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see if it'll pay off for them.
Fire in the
Ooh.
hole.
Mirek.
Yeah.
What?
Derek.
It's kind of confusing, but either way, DRN gonna get picked off right from the get-go.
Yep.
Fire in
And
the hole.
DU is very low on health right now, but still alive. Slowly making their way. They know they're there. They're giving Beyonce the cover fire.
Beyonce. Oh, nice cover fire from her
Yeah.
teammate. Keeps.
Woo! That nade hit her.
Yeah, definitely did.
You saw that flinch from the character.
Yeah.
Replies with the nade, but it was a
Fire
smoke.
in the hole. Fire in the hole.
Another smoke.
Fire in the hole.
Estefia getting
Ooh.
2 kills. Mets will go down, but this is a big advantage right now, and
Wow.
that's going to do it. Round number 1 will go over to Vittoria.
Yep. Don't say Victoria. It seems like you're calling out someone's name. Let's go with
Well,
Rocky.
it's Victoria, not
Oh,
Victoria.
okay. Okay. Oh, it is Victoria.
Were you saying Victoria?
No. No. Just kidding. No.
Of course not.
No, of course not. Of course not. But yeah, we are on to our second round. That was actually rather a fast round, considering both of the teams like playing out the clock. There was this one moment when one player died and everybody just started rushing in. And I guess Victoria, Rocky Rose had the upper hand.
Fire in the hole!
There we go with the fire in the holes.
Estafia.
Estafia holding her position.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Luxville. This is one of the maps we saw these teams play on. It was actually Indonesia versus Brazil, and Brazil was able to take it. It was pretty close. I think it was 8-7 at the end of it all. And there were so many grenade kills.
Oh
in
yeah,
that
yeah, I
series.
remember.
So far,
All right, the first damage has been done.
Fire in the hole!
More nades are being thrown. The female players really like staggering nades. Look at this. They're coming in,
Okay.
they're making their way in.
running in, they do get one kill, traded.
Yep. They do challenge and the jump down.
Lism gets 3 kills. In the end, she's looking for her 4th.
Reloads her gun, chases.
That
Good
is
job.
4 kills for Lism in this round.
Wow.
Metz is going to pick up the last one, but wow, okay, huge defense from Lism on the side of Victoria.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we are moving on to our third round. It feels as if Uncharted Pinkers may need to switch up their approach onto the bomb sites because the first 2 rounds hasn't looked too great for them.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole!
Oh, right under you.
Yeah, I love that
Lism.
position. That's 1 kill, 2 over to Metz with the double headshot, and oh boy.
Another one with Lism and
We were-
finally finished. Yeah.
We were talking about one-sided finals,
yeah.
and I have to say, in the semifinals, it was a little bit closer over on the men's side, but this time around, it looks like the Thai team is,
Fire in the hole!
by and large, the favorite to
Yeah.
win this one, especially after their performances so far.
So far, it's only been 3 rounds. Let's give Uncharted Pinkers a little bit more slack. Give them a chance to gather their thoughts and maybe switch up their strats is what I want them to do. We'll see if they hear me.
All the way from South Korea, Sean,
Yeah. Maybe one
giving
of
advice.
you never know. Maybe one of them has the YouTube link open to hear us cast.
Well, that would be illegal, but
Yeah.
and
And that would also have a lot of delay, so, you know.
yeah, not very useful.
Yeah.
We're talking about their strats, and they're like, "That's not what we're doing at all. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Okay, so far it's been Lism doing quite well. Gets another kill right as I say her name.
Yeah. DIU is knocked out.
Voodoo.
DRN took some damage.
Yeah. And,
Here we go, taking it slow. Uncharted Pinkers down 1 female. I was gonna say down 1 man, but you know, this is the female finals.
down on woman.
Yeah, down 1 women. Go Smokes. They really like pushing through this corridor.
It's one of the more common corridors.
Yep. There we go. Uncharted Pinkers knocked 2 out.
Yeah, good start for them, and Lism is getting low, but
Oh
a double
my.
headshot.
Disgusting.
And a third and a fourth. What is going on
Wow.
with her tonight?
Wow. Is that 8 kills that I see? Oh, actually,
That's more.
Lism has 11.
11 kills on 1 player.
Wow.
Leading the charge here in the lead that Victoria has, 4-0. And so far, that last round was the closest it got, but totally shut down. Add another kill to the scoreboard as Metz gets one right away.
It's punished though. Buy that C5.
Fire in the hole!
It's still a 3v3, now 3v2.
So Shizuka picks up her first kill.
All right, it's a 3v2, but DIU has very low health, very little health. Will they be able to at least clinch a win and take away at least one round away from Victoria Rocky Rose? It seems like it is unlikely, and Victoria Rocky Rose gets a clean sweep. We haven't seen that in a while.
This is it was a thought I had in the back of my mind where I'm like, okay, the Thai team looks really good. They took out Brazil before 10-4. I didn't want to say it. I want to say, okay, huge favorites. But after that, I mean, that was one of the, I think it was the most one-sided map we've had so far tonight.
Yeah, and, you know, like, I have to agree with you. Like, yeah, we do have our personal thoughts about, you know, some of the teams and some of the matches, but we try to keep it to ourselves. But now it is a proven fact that it was a 5-0 sweep on the Thailand side, and we will switch the side. And if the Thailand team just gets one round, they already get that first win out of the best out of 3.
Yeah, quick win.
Yeah.
Could be. But we'll see, you know, going back onto, you know, the second half, they do swap the sides. And as you were saying, it's maybe things totally change. You know, maybe the attacking side is just not favored, and Uncharted Pinkers made a mistake.
Or Uncharted Pinkers just liked defending, so they wanted to get rid of the harder side first, maybe.
Yeah,
but it kind of backfired and not, you know, not able to get at least a single round. But we'll have to see when we get into the round. Here we go. The first round of the second half has begun.
And as you mentioned before, it's not group stage anymore. So all you have to do is take the, you know, unovercomable lead.
Yeah. Or the winning round away. And we will finish, and we will not play out the rest of the rounds.
Insurmountable.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, we see a lot of pre-fires and wall fires, but nobody has taken any damage. Seems as if Victoria Rocky Rose is slowly making their way up to the upstairs bomb site. In the males games, we usually see the basement bomb site being worked on, but in the females, it seems as if they like the upper stairway better than coming down here. We'll have to see if it works out for them.
Fire in the hole!
Still just waiting. Very patient play out of Rocky Rose. Okay.
Either way, 1-for-1 trade. All right.
She's not down, and now it's just Metz and one of her teammates here, Estefia. Metz will go down.
Still a 1v2.
Yeah, still definitely possible. But she does get taken out, so won't be the clean sweep, at least.
Now it's a little messy because it's not clean. There's no 0 on the board. But, you know, Victoria Rocky Rose still has a lot of slack. They can still give up 4 rounds until they take at least just 1 round for the win. We'll see. I'm pretty sure the players want to just get it over with ASAP because, you know, they don't want to drag it out. I'm pretty sure they have their stamina cut out for them, and they still have at least one more game, a full game ahead of them. So we'll see if Victoria Rocky Rose is able to, you know, finish it off very soon. If not, you know, good for Uncharted Pinkers to come back if that is possible. We'll have to see. What is happening?
It looks like there was some lag, but maybe she was just running into the wall.
Yeah, maybe.
Seems to have solved itself now.
This is the middle with the bookcases.
A minute left, or a minute gone. Pushing through, and C5 gets a big kill after the headshot.
All right.
Okay. Doing a good job on defense here. It's only Estefia left alive once again.
Yeah, Uncharted Pinkers. It just seems like these women teams, the female teams, like defending positions better than the attacking side because, you know, right when they switch, Uncharted Pinkers is on a roll with a 2-round win streak. And moving on to our third round, we'll have to see which side will take the round. If Uncharted Pinkers take another round, that will probably prove the fact that, you know, the female teams like defending better.
C5 is spotted.
Yeah.
And a very aggressive push down this corridor. Down towards the basement here. But they do back off after Estefia takes a bit of damage.
All right, no one's dead yet. Oh, there we go, the first kill with the nade.
Wow.
Making it a 5v4. They are falling back. They're regrouping.
They're going to try another angle here now that they have the advantage.
Yeah, if you notice, they've all rotated out.
Oh, that was
not
close.
a smoke.
I thought that actually was going to kill her.
Ooh, but she replies back with her own C5. And another nade kill coming through. Another one. This is
Trying
a
to
nade
push
fest.
down the stairs. Not able to snipe her there is Metz.
Yep, 3v3.
Okay, that was interesting.
Yeah, she only had 4 health, so she only had that split second to try to go for a headshot. If not, she had to fall back.
Oh, nice. PBIWC
Yeah.
able to get that demolition kill. But it is traded back. It's 2-on-2.
And the bomb has been planted.
So they
We'll have
have
to
planted
see.
down here.
25 seconds until they have to get rid of 2 players and get the defuse.
Buying a lot of time, trading
for one
headshot for headshot.
17 seconds left.
Oh, nicely done. And so they do pick up the win. That is
Yeah.
going to be the Thai team, Vittoria Rocky Rose by Tokyo Striker.
Yep.
Taking game 1 on Luxville.
Yeah.
And it was pretty dominant. You
Yeah,
know,
it was.
after the Brazilian team got onto defense, they took 2 wins.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit shaky. It wasn't totally dominant.
Yeah.
And then the Thai team struck back and finally took the win.
Yeah. So, you know, we did expect a clean sweep maybe because they were 5-0 in the first half. But, you know, the Brazilian team fighting back, taking away at least 2 rounds, just shows a glimmer of hope that maybe in round 2, maybe in map 2, they have a chance to tie it up. And our round 2 map will be Sandstorm, and we will be getting a move on into Sandstorm. And let's see which side they have chosen to start on.
Yeah, it should be Vittoria's choice.
Yeah.
Vittoria Rocky
Yeah.
Road, the team. And very curious to see what they do choose because, you know, Uncharted Pinkers deciding to attack on Luxville. And whereas the male teams have picked mostly defense, we'll see if they decide to mix it up as we jump onto Sandstorm.
Okay, let's go.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
All right, we are on Sandstorm. Uncharted Pinkers are playing the defensive position. Vittoria Rocky Rose is on the offensive. Already a kill coming out from Vittoria Rocky Rose, making it a 5v4. This is usually the sniper spot, but now we don't have a sniper right now. And another player down on Uncharted Pinkers' side. It is 5v3 now.
Yeah. Look at how aggressive they're getting after that early pick.
Yeah,
They're just saying, okay, it's 5v4, we can push in.
5v3.
Yeah, but, you know,
Oh
earlier
yeah,
on,
yeah. After the
Estefia
first pick, yeah.
also going 1v1 and making it even a larger lead.
Yeah. They're slowly making their way. PBIWC is kind of covering all the entrances by herself, it seems as if she might ask for some backup maybe. They have... Alright, there's the information that she needs.
Yeah, was able to spot one of the members here
Fire in the hole!
of the Vittoria Rocky Rose team. Oh, she's being surrounded.
Yep,
She needs
they
to
are
get
making
one
their way
kill.
in. The nade has been thrown. No deaths coming through. Still a 5v2 now.
Okay, able to trade them both back, and that is going to be a quick round number 1.
Yeah.
as the domination continues from our Thai team.
All right, let's move out.
Yep. Oh, it's only been a first round, so let's give Uncharted Pinkers a couple of rounds to get used to the plays and the strats of Victoria Rocky Road.
That should be a good nade in there.
No
Didn't
damage,
get
that's
any
good.
damage.
Yeah. But it did give her the opportunity to move under the bridge safely without taking any damage. They have a good crossfire going on here.
Pushing through the smoke now, actually.
Ooh, the crossfire is real. This time around, Uncharted Pinkers starting off with the advantage, but one is naded out. Another one taken down, 2v4.
And they've still got an opportunity here, but that's another headshot. Will be 1v4 now. And down she does go. So tied up 1-1, perhaps. Uncharted Pinker having a little bit better luck on this map so far.
Yeah, maybe they are slowly figuring out which way to play. You know, which. Ooh, a headshot right off the bat. Yeah, they definitely have. They're starting to figure out Victoria Rocky Rose's strats and the way they like to play.
Ooh. See the sparks flying. Another headshot and another one. They are on a headshot streak right now. That's like 7 in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, nicely done. Pretended she was reloading.
Got that peek. 2v4.
Good knife skills. That's a plus.
Butterfly knife. Swaps. Slowly make their way across the bridge.
You see that nice defensive setup rather already. Oh, that was close, but Beyonce
Yep.
does pick up the kill.
Now it's 4v1. Mets all alone with 25 health. She is crouch walking. There we go. No, Mets did not get that kill. And now 2 rounds in a row for Uncharted Pinkers. Maybe they really did figure them out. Now we have to move on to our round 4. And if I'm going to have to say if Uncharted Pinkers takes this round away and go into a 3-round winning streak, then I'm going to have to stamp on this and say that Uncharted Pinkers has figured out Victoria Rocky Rose.
Yeah, definitely could be the case.
Yeah.
They are performing better so far in the last couple of rounds. And
Yep.
here we go. It is 4-on-4 after a couple of early kills to start the round. Lism hasn't been popping off like
Yeah.
she did on Luxville.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
Running in here fearlessly is Mets.
Wow! A double headshot back to back. Now it's 4v2. And maybe Uncharted Pinkers is just trying to tell me something that, you know, I am right. That they have figured out Victoria Rocky Rose's play style.
Nice grenade though, and a good entry kill, but a response in the headshot from Diu.
Tokyo Mets alive with only 10 health.
And they found her.
Okay. Well, that's that. 3 rounds in a row for Uncharted Pinkers.
All right, let's move out.
I'm thinking it's safe to say that Uncharted Pinkers is either figuring out or figured out the way Victoria Rocky Rose plays, or they're just more comfortable playing defense on this side or on this map. We'll have to see after they switch sides to see how they perform on the attacking side.
I like this angle.
Yeah.
Gives you a good amount of information with time to respond. As well as this one. I think she saw that.
Yeah, she saw that elbow.
There two members waiting in here on the defense. Yeah. Uh-oh. Does dodge that bullet.
All right, a nade kill.
Ooh. TMJ being caught out.
If Uncharted Pinkers wins this, it will be 4 rounds in a row.
Oh, that nade is going to be good. Gets the headshot at the same time, followed up by Selenet. And now it's all up to Metz again. Can she do it? There's one kill. The grenade does go off, but doesn't net her a kill. There's a second. Can she get a third? She does, but she goes down.
That was almost a 1v4 clutch play if she was able to take DRN down. But unfortunately, it did not happen. But wow, that was a great play.
Yeah, well, she can't do it all by herself.
Yep.
She's got to get some help from her teammates.
Yeah.
So far, it's not working out as another headshot comes in as Metz, right as I say that, she goes down. So
4v4? Uncharted Pickers definitely do not want to give Victoria Rocky Rose this round, or this game, rather. Going all out, 4 rounds in a row.
well, as we did see in the Indonesian matchup in the semifinals, the styles that they had, which was more defensive, did lead to the defense on this map being a little bit stronger, it seemed. So I feel like, you know, the female teams play a similar style to the Indonesian teams we saw earlier.
Yeah.
And perhaps that's part of the reason why Uncharted Pinkers is having better luck on defense on this map.
Oh, she spots him. Gets a couple shots off.
Ooh, doesn't look. And TMJ with 2 huge entry frags. Trying to wrap around. She gets a third now.
One. Now it's 2v1. Maybe Victoria Rocky Rose is going to cut off the momentum of the winning streak for Uncharted Pinkers. Bomb has been planted.
That was a good need.
Yes, it was.
She might try again.
Oh,
she's
double nade. She took some damage. 60 HP taken away from that one nade.
Good try with the pre-firing. Oh, she got the headshot. Can she get another one? No.
Wow.
Very close, though.
Maybe if she didn't get hit by that nade and it was a 100 to 100 HP fight, maybe she would have had it.
I think you are right.
Yeah. Well, now it's 4-2. Victoria Rocky Rose is slowly climbing back up. They want to obtain as many rounds as possible before the first half ends. All right.
All right, this is very interesting. That's just setting up a diagram on the wall.
Yep. 30 seconds have passed. Nothing too much has happened other than some nades being thrown. That's slowly making her way in.
I feel like it's very hard to break onto the site. We see it from time to time, but
yeah,
there's just so much room in there. And here we go.
They are making their way
down.
in. There we go with the trade. Ooh, Metz with 3 kills. And she's still alive.
Yeah, Lism helping out. And now it's 3-on-2. They have taken out DRN, who has the majority of the kills.
Yep.
On the side of Uncharted Pinkers. Even after getting those kills, they still remain, you know, in position here, not going hunting. They'll have Uncharted Pinkers chase after them.
Bomb has been planted. It's 2v3. Will Uncharted Pinkers be able to take this away? Oh, a nade kill making it even. 1v1.
She knows where she is, trying to buy some time. chasing after her, but she does get the
Oh.
kill. And that is going to do it for this half as the defuse will come in, selling it. Will get 9 kills of her own.
Defuse. Win.
Yep, and the score of the first half is 5-2. So they will switch sides. If victorious, Rocky Rose is able to maybe just defend everything or just give away one round and defend everything, they still have a chance to win.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens because Uncharted Pinkers seems like they're on a roll.
Yeah, and they're looking a lot better compared to Luxville.
Yeah.
This is the map that they did choose, Sandstorm, so it does make sense. But also overall, the defending side for both of the teams on both of the maps has been doing a bit better.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what Rocky Rose can do on defense, and if Uncharted Pinkers have some interesting strategies to throw in and try to take this one.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But Victoria Rocky Rose has a long way to go because if they want to win, they have to win out all the rounds without giving up 2 rounds. But if they do give up 2 rounds, it'll end up either in a tie, or if they give up more than 2 rounds, it'll be a loss.
Yeah.
So, Victoria Rocky Rose dominating in Luxville, they probably want to just end it here on this map rather than moving on to the 3rd map. But we'll have to see what happens on their defending side.
Yeah, and it looks like the timer is going in our headsets as the map is loading up. This is going to be the second half of Sandstorm.
Let's go.
Okay, we are in.
Fire in the hole!
Nice little intro we had there. It is going to be Metz and Estafia hanging on over at the A site, whereas TMJ will hold the middle, and Lism and Shizuka will be towards the B site.
Yep. And they are just waiting it out, like usual. Maybe for the women's finals, we should just do a -1 minute. Because I rarely saw any kills or any damage being done in the first minute of any of the women's league. And look, a minute has passed. Everybody is just holding their position. It's understandable that, they are waiting for the impatient player, but
Yeah, it's part of the strategy. Yeah. Some poke shots
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
onto both these members. Oh boy, mowing him down as here comes Uncharted Pinkers. They want revenge. Although we do have some defense here. 3 more kills coming their way.
1v2, Lism by herself.
Affirmative.
This is not going to be an easy defense for her.
She is actually chasing.
Yeah, very interesting
Yeah.
strategy here.
She knows she's.
She
Bomb
might.
has been
Oh,
planted.
she did
Oh,
not
why
hear
did
that.
Why did she just swing her
She
knife at him?
tried to swing her
Oh
knife.
no.
Yeah, bit of a mistake as she was
Yeah.
changing her weapon.
Yeah.
Probably didn't expect to see the member of Uncharted Pinkers there on the site.
Yep. Well, they have given up the one and only round that they can, and now they have to win out everything if they want to win.
Fire in the hole!
We'll have to see what happens. A lot of early damage going on, proving me wrong, saying, we don't need to -1 minute. We'll show you some action.
Another pretty good start here
Yep.
for the Uncharted Pinkers.
Slowly, Estafia wants to get some information. She hears the footsteps.
Will she actually push forward?
Whoa!
Nice little cheeky headshot kill. Here's her once again.
Another one!
Can she get a third? Looks like Uncharted Pinkers will back off for now, as Sophia left on 1 health.
Yeah, well, she was able to take down 2 members of Uncharted Pinkers. Still 5v3.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Grenade nade does not do any damage as United Pinkers, or Uncharted Pinkers rather, they're trying to find a way in.
Another kill comes in from Mets. Oh, a nade kill. Mets is punished for that kill. It's still a 4v2. Estafia still alive with 1 HP.
Charging on in, but actually it's going to be DRN who has the better opportunity here, but she does get taken out. So
All right.
1 round going over to Victoria Rocky Rose.
Yep, they are slowly making their way up. They don't want to give up any more rounds, like I said, if they want to go for the win. We'll have to see if they are able to just win 5 rounds in a row.
Won't be easy, but it is doable. She's got her detonator out.
Yeah. 30 seconds have passed. You know, it's very likely to see not too much action in the first minute. But when I said that last round, within the first 20 seconds, a death has come out. So
Yeah.
I can't say that it's always like this.
You should say it every round so we get some action.
Yeah, I should. I should. Yeah. Well, now a minute has passed. No damage. No blood splatters.
They're making their presence felt towards mid here.
Yeah, definitely. They are hearing their footsteps.
Gets a headshot.
Yeah.
Entering on in, United Pinkers.
Uncharted Pinkers. United Pinkers.
Why do I
okay.
keep doing that?
Well, they are going for that 1-for-1 trade. It's 3v3 now.
Suzuka able to pick up that last kill. Picking up the slack for her team, and down goes DRN.
Okay. A 3v2 right now. Maybe Rocky Rose is finally realizing how to defend against Uncharted Pinkers.
Yeah, we have said that defense seems to be the advantageous spot, but PBIWC wants to prove me wrong. 2-on-2.
Yep. It seems like Uncharted Pinkers will succeed in planting the bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
There we go. Now they have 35 seconds left to get rid of 2 players and defuse the bomb. Will they be able to do this?
Oh, the footsteps are heard.
Yep.
And they know the angle. 20 seconds left. They got to go in right now. They get 1 kill. Can they pick up another? Got to go in together.
All right, 1 kill. 1v1. Oh!
She had to go for the defuse. It was the only choice as the time was getting lower.
Yep. And now Uncharted Pinkers recording 7 rounds won, which means it is a tie or a win for Uncharted Pinkers if they take 1 more round. So they have secured at least a tie in the second map.
Yeah, nicely done. Not an easy feat against this Thai team.
Yep.
Has proven to be quite strong so far. Having a little bit of trouble on Uncharted Pinkers' map.
Yep. We'll have to see. Smoke is thrown.
It's all just warning shots.
Yep. Wow. They really like taking their time. They really do.
Yeah, seems to be the idea. We're
Yeah,
just
well-
only looking at Lism.
Yeah, but this makes sense, especially for Uncharted Pinkers, because they have to take their time. Ooh.
Look at that.
Ah!
Couple of kills right off the bat.
Yeah, but as I was saying, if Uncharted Pinkers takes this round away, they win the second round and bring us to our 3rd game. Whereas if Victoria Rocky Rose, you know, they want to still take away as many rounds as possible and try to go for the tie. So I'm wondering if, since Victoria Rocky Rose has a win already in the bag from Luxville, and if they end up tying this round, does Victoria Rocky Rose win?
Fire in the hole!
No, they'd have to give it another shot. There would either be some other kind of tiebreaker to decide this match, or they'd play the third match and then, you know, if Uncharted Pinkers wins, then it's all tied up and we do a tiebreaker from there.
You think so? I guess if that is the case,
Bomb has been
we'll
planted.
have to see the outcome of this round. If Uncharted Pinkers wins this round, we will move on to our third map.
Now, let's see if they can do it here. They got the bomb planted and
Yeah.
been having trouble with stopping bomb plants so
Yep.
far. So in she does come.
Ooh.
Does get the kill.
It's a 1v1. Oh.
Selenette. Nice little snipe there.
Yeah.
And so that will be the win. No tie, and that does mean we are going to game number 3. It was looking so one-sided on Luxville. It ended so quickly. We were like,
Wow.
oh, I guess Victoria is the best team here,
Yeah.
but Uncharted Pinkers not going down without a fight.
Yeah, and now we have for our third map, the decider map. It will be Safe House, and we haven't seen the map Safe House in a while because in the band pick phase, we haven't. In the males, I think Safe House was banned in one of the band picks, if I remember correctly. Stormtube was
Maybe.
always banned.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Stormtube and Luxville that was always banned.
Yeah.
And it was Safe House and another map in the random draft, but it ended up being the other map. But however, now we finally have Safe House, and we probably will be going on right away, I guess, without any
Yeah, there's
delay.
been like a lack of delays here
Yeah.
on
so-
the female side, so it's been good
Yep.
so far. Hope you guys are enjoying the cast so far. It's
Yeah.
been a while
Yeah,
that
it's-
we've been up here.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Towards the end of
Mhm.
the 2-day marathon we've been putting on so far, but we're getting towards the end of the female championship here. I'm excited to see which team is going to come into this one. We didn't have an Indonesian team for
Yeah.
this final, so it's kind of just like, you know, which nation is going to take it, either Thailand or Brazil.
Yep. And I'm going to be honest, I'm excited and I'm happy that it wasn't too much of a one-sided match because after seeing the Luxville matchup against Thailand versus Brazil, Thailand dominated them in Luxville. So in my head, I was thinking, what if the same thing happens in round 2 and it was such a one-sided final? It wouldn't feel like a finals, you know? It would be
Yeah.
like a mismatched group stage if it's too one-sided. But finally, Brazil replies back and takes a win in the second map, brings us to our third map. You know, now this is what a final should be like rather than being such a one-sided sweep
Yeah.
on one team.
You know what would be the craziest thing is if we go into the male finals and it's just like stomp, stomp. We're just like, this doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we were expecting that one to be crazy close,
Yeah.
and this one to be a little bit more one-sided,
Yeah.
but this one is ending up really close,
Yeah.
and if the other one is just like super one-sided,
Yeah.
nothing would make any sense anymore, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it seems that we are slowly getting ready to get into the map, our third map, the decider map of the women's finals, and the map will be Safe House.
Yeah, so we're going to be jumping on to that in just a second. Will be the first time we're looking at Safe House today, so I'm excited about that. Lots of close corners
Yep.
and close quarters combat as well. So we're about to jump onto that map to be the decider for this women's championship. Let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
All right, the round has begun, and Victoria Rocky Rose on the defense, Uncharted Pinkers on the offense.
Fire in the hole!
Okay, Mets in what seems to be a pretty good spot. Already gets one kill.
Yep.
Charging through the smoke was DU.
Replies back with the headshot 1-for-1. Another kill coming through.
Yeah, DRN already putting 2 up on the board.
Yeah. Making it a 4v3 right now.
There are apples in that box.
Yeah. It says there are. Who knows?
Could be anything.
Yeah. They could smuggle stuff in through that.
It's true. It's very observant, yeah.
Yeah, the map is called Safe House, you know. There's criminal activity going on in this town.
Of course.
You see females holding guns killing each other. Well, it's 2v2 now while we were talking. There we go. Shizuka only has 13 HP. They're swapping guns.
Here, take my gun.
Yep.
Although they probably didn't sound anything like that.
Yeah.
Here, take my gun.
It seems as if Uncharted Pinkers is going for the plant.
Bomb has been
There we
planted.
go.
Nicely predicted.
Yeah.
I like it. Estafia coming in. All alone, just walking, crouched.
They have to kill 2 players and defuse in 20 seconds. There we go. One down. 2v1.
They are like always super safe about this, but
Ooh,
oh,
the nice cover.
And not enough time, but they do kill her. Should be enough time to get
yes.
the defuse.
12
yes.
seconds is
Yeah.
more than enough to get the defuse. Wow. All right.
Bomb defused.
Nicely done. So
Mission failed.
first round goes all the way to 40 seconds left.
Yep.
And it was very, very close, which is just mirroring everything we've seen so far in this series.
All right, starting off with the round 1 on Victoria Rocky Rose's side. And starting off Mets with the kill as well. But gets punished by that nade. Right in front.
That nade should
Wow.
get her.
Yeah.
Another good trade.
Lism died by the headshot, but Lism's nade killed the person that
Yeah.
headshotted her. So, you know, it was a trade, 1v1 trade. Now it's a 3v3.
Due pretty low from her skirmish. Gets taken out. Shizuka.
Another one.
Shizuka getting
2v1?
a couple of kills here.
All right, making it to a 1v1 now.
DRN, they know her position. Coming from behind here is Estafia,
She's walking in.
but not exactly sure where DRN is. Split
Oh
screen.
my gosh. If DRN comes through that double doors, Estafia will get the kill.
Oh,
wow.
Estafia picks it up,
the
and
headshot.
another really close round,
Yeah.
one-on-one. But Rocky Rose just pick up a second round here.
Yeah, even though it's a 2-round win streak for Victoria Rocky Rose, all the rounds so far have been super close. So I can't say it's going to be super one-sided just looking at the first 2 rounds. We'll have to, you know, maybe look at a couple more rounds to see if it's actually Victoria Rocky Rose who has the upper hand in this map.
Yeah, we've made the mistake of cursing
Yeah.
them and calling it too early
Yeah.
before in the past, so I like
So-
to wait on this one.
Yeah, we'll wait it out a little bit. Here we go.
Mets with the pistol in the corner. Interesting decision.
Yep. DRN is the only player who has taken some damage. Not critical.
Okay, Beyonce getting by the smoke.
A minute has passed once again. And no death.
Due with a quick kill here onto Lism. Looks like they're making a move on in. This bomb site picks up the weapon.
Alright. 5v3
Bomb
to
has
a
been planted.
4v3.
Estafia getting a pretty clutch headshot. But it will be hard to group up into this bomb site. Take everyone out. Gets a second headshot, but Shizuka, her teammate, gets taken out. She's
Well, now it's
charging on in.
3v1. 3v2 now. A 1v1!
Oh, Can't she take out every single member?
Oh, that's quick switch.
Yeah. It was hard, you know. She had to go find the other member
Yeah.
and go back and get the defuse. So, a pretty rough situation.
Mhm.
Very, very close.
Yeah. Well,
to taking
finally,
that down.
Uncharted Pinkers takes away the round winning streak away from Victoria Rocky Rose, making it 2v1.
Fire in the hole!
It almost seems as if it's scripted to, keep it only a 1-round difference.
Yeah. It happens so often.
Yeah. We'll have to see. Mets is already. Oh, okay, it's a 5v3.
Fire in the hole!
DRN didn't even get the jump on that fight, but still
Fire in the hole!
was able to win it.
5v2 now.
Trying to hop on in here. DRN gets another kill.
Wow.
And Diu
Clean
joins
win. All 5 members are alive, and now it's tied up 2-2.
All right, let's move out.
Going back and forth.
Fire in the hole!
All right, they're doing a 3-2-1-1 split. Try to get as much information as possible.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Diu here, always guarding the bridge.
Yep.
Has been doing quite well so far. There hasn't been too much pressure. It seems like Lism oftentimes is the one checking at the bridge, but has been losing those duels with Diu.
Yeah, but if you've noticed, Estafia still recording 8 kills by herself. She is doing fairly well on this map.
Fire in the hole!
Still tied 2-2.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
DRN taking some
Fire in
damage.
the hole!
Nades are thrown. Will make their moves now.
Here comes the swarm. That's 2 kills already for Suzuka, but gets shot from behind. Diu gets a couple of headshots, but
Another
Lism
shot.
from the side. Mirek
Wow.
all by herself gets 1, but does get taken out. And so we will have Rocky Rose in the lead here. 3-2
Yep.
in terms of rounds.
Just going back and forth. As expected of the 2 teams in the finals. It shouldn't be too one-sided. That won't be exciting.
Yeah.
Fire in the hole!
Maybe the pressure
Uh-huh.
getting to our Thai team a little bit. I thought maybe we had a sniper, but maybe that
Nope.
was just the revolver.
Yeah. They are holding their positions. This just shows how important being patient is, especially in Demolition FPS games.
Fire in the hole!
All at full health.
Yeah, they seems to have been putting on a masterclass of exactly how to deal with overwhelming patience
Yeah.
and passivity from your opponent.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Okay, looks like maybe with all of the grenades coming out,
Oh, yeah.
6 of them, they might be looking for a push.
Yep. Maybe not yet, but soon. They are making their way. Here we go.
Ooh. Looks like
Picks up a
Diu
kill.
ran in between 2 of
Another
them.
kill.
Estafia on a roll. Mets trying to do her best, but gets taken out.
3v1, they know where she is, and there we go. 3 people alive on Victoria Rocky Rose, and they take the win, making it a 4-2.
Let's go.
Fire in the hole!
It's a pretty nice lead.
Potentially the last round if Victoria Rocky Rose ends up winning this round as well.
Fire in the hole!
I already have the feeling that this round may go down to the clock because Uncharted Pinkers cannot approach this hasty. They have to take their time, get as much information as possible.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Estafia racking up 11 kills
Yeah.
so far on that rifle. A lot of it does have to do with her pretty clutch moment where she got 3 kills, but outside of that has been consistent in all the rounds. She's been the big leader on the side of Rocky Rose. Beyonce herself is the only member with 0 kills in the game right now. Has to pick up the slack. TRN with the quick one.
Making it a 5v3, a 5v2 now. 5v1. Mets all alone. Takes one down.
28 health. Pretty rough spot. Trying to shoot through the wall. 7 health now. Pistols are out.
Oh, what? Okay. That's what she was going for, but that was a little bit too late on picking up that rifle or
Yeah.
that SMG. Making it a 4-3 now.
Okay, this is getting pretty ridiculous. Back and forth goes the game. Even though it looked like Rocky Rose, they won the first 2 rounds and had some trouble, and now 1-2 in a row again, and now Uncharted Pinker's coming back. Suzuka dies early.
Uncharted Pinkers being patient, even though they took out one of the members.
TMJ just on guard duty.
Yep.
At this bomb site here.
Maybe someone is on her left, maybe, or soon to come. We'll have to see. Alright, we see Mets on screen now. Oh, so someone was on her left. That's why she is staying still.
Yeah, makes sense. She might be coming in now. Still hearing the footsteps. Selenet is like pretending she's running in. Now she actually is.
She has a teammate with her. Oh, yes! For staying patient. Makes it a 4v1. And it's Beyonce with 0 kills recorded. All left alone.
Yeah, she's gonna have to
Yeah, she's
pull
gonna-
off a literal miracle
Yeah.
right now.
We'll
Let's see what she can do.
She is at 100 health. There we go.
Lism. Will she?
Okay.
No. Okay, we got 1 headshot. Estefia, though, on the side, locks down her 12th kill of the half and leads her team to victory. It's now 5-3 on the first half.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're proving at least that they are the dominant team and they really want to win this one. Uncharted Pinkers, though, are really putting up a good fight in this.
Yeah, they are. Like you mentioned during the middle of the first half, when Victoria Rocky Rose won 2 rounds in a row in the beginning. In my mind, I was thinking, oh, is this another map like Luxville where Victoria Rocky Rose will dominate Uncharted Pinkers? But they answered back with another 2 rounds in a row on Uncharted Pinkers' side, tying it up, and now ending the first half 5-3. So when they switch sides, unless Victoria Rocky Secret, what am I saying? Victoria Rocky Rose, gets a 4-round win. You know, it might go down to another tie if it becomes a reversal 5-3. Because it just seems as if the defending side has so much better positioning regarding crossfires and backups. So we'll have to see how Uncharted Pinkers do when they're on the defending side.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like the defending side is a bit stronger, but Safe House, it's the first time we're seeing it today.
Yeah.
So we don't really have tons of data on exactly, you know, what is the better side. I remember we saw Europe play on this map yesterday. They only had 4 players.
Yeah.
And actually, Europe played on this map both times.
Yeah.
So we didn't really, this is like the first real time we've gotten to see Safe House of the entire tournament.
Yeah.
So
let's hope that the positioning, I mean, the side switching won't take too long and get on with to see the finals, because this has to end for us to see the performance.
Yeah. I mean, that's, oh boy.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
I'm here for the performance. You know, I'm here for the
Yeah.
performance. But yeah, with that aside, yeah, Rocky Rose just needs a 4-round win, or yeah, a 4-round win in total of 5, and they have some slack because they could give away at most 4 rounds to Uncharted Pinkers and still win if they get 4 rounds at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens or how they decide to play on the attacking side, because, you know, on the defending side, they did look pretty solid in the beginning, but they shook up a little bit, giving away 3 rounds towards Uncharted Pinkers, and they picked up their slack and ended up getting the 5 rounds, taking the first half. But,
Yeah.
you know, we'll see if they are still in the game to take the win. Yeah.
Yeah, still waiting on the side swap here, guys.
Yeah.
It looks like we're just about ready to go. Should be about 20 seconds until we jump into the second half here. And this is going to do it. This will decide who is going to be the victor. Will it be Thailand and Victoria Rocky Road by Tokyo? Rocky Road by Victoria's Secret, or will it be or will it be the Brazilian team United Pinkers?
All right, we are in. And I know you're joking around. Yeah. Victoria Rocky Rose versus Uncharted Pinkers.
Yes.
The second half of Safe House.
Fire in the hole!
It is 5 rounds for Victoria Rocky Rose, 3 for Uncharted Pinkers.
Selenet with some interesting moves to
Yep.
start the fight here.
Uncharted Pinkers, if they want to win, they have to win out all 5 rounds.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
I wish one time the female teams would just rush down one side.
Oh, there we go. 2
Okay.
kills right off the bat. They heard you.
That's one way to do it, I suppose. Didn't really work out for them, though.
Yep. Three people are down, actually, in that short amount of time. 4
Yeah.
people.
Fire in the hole!
Well, it is the MVP, Estefia, trying to do her best, 1v4.
Yep.
We've seen it
Yeah.
come close
Yeah.
multiple times, 1v4 plays. But I don't think we have seen anyone actually pull it off
Yeah, not
in this
yet.
tournament.
Not yet. All right.
Well, that's a good start.
Wow. She didn't take any damage.
Yeah.
That is the most important part.
She's going to get a plant, too.
Yeah.
This is definitely not 100% done. Grenades coming in. Trying to
Ooh,
poke
another headshot. 1v2.
That is huge. There's actually a good chance she wins this with the bomb planted.
We'll have to see.
Selenet coming in from behind, trying
now
to get that push.
They know where she is. And there's the flank.
Yeah, and they do get the kill. So Selenet is going to be able to just defuse the bomb.
Yep. With more than enough time.
Bomb
Making the
defused.
round score 5-4. Slowly, Uncharted Pinkers is making their way up.
Mission Success. All right, let's move out.
Second round of the second half. A 4-1 split.
Fire in the hole!
Throw a bunch of needs and pretend you're going left, but
Yeah.
actually juke right with your team. TMJ is just trying to make as much noise as possible.
Yeah.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
They were pushing in. Estefia actually taking a little bit of damage over there.
There we go. Starting with 2 headshots back to back.
Make
4
that
headshots.
4
Wow.
and 5 kills. Okay.
That was probably the quickest round ever
I
in
know.
the female rounds.
Feels that way.
Yeah.
It definitely does. But it seems like Rocky Rose definitely is taking a more aggressive approach
Yeah.
to attacking on this map. So
They are
it's
definitely
refreshing
switching it
to
up.
see.
Fire
Yeah.
in the hole!
They are switching it up. It's 6-4. 3 more rounds for Rocky Rose to take the victory, to be the champions. And 4 more rounds for Uncharted Pinkers
Ooh.
if they want.
DU is going to put a halt to their step as 2 members are ticking out right away.
And that definitely slowed down Rocky Rose. And there's deaths. Alright. They are rotating around.
Yeah, they can try to pull this off. They've been close a bunch of times, even in the last round.
Yeah, it's not impossible. We'll have to see. Right now, it's still 4v2, though. They may need to pick off at least 2 members and make it even if they want to try to win this.
Well, they got to separate them, you know?
Yeah.
They got to go 2v1, and this is going to be a good start. Picking off 1. And they get a second. Mets is stepping up big time. Now it's 2-on-2. Might be able to get the plant here.
Yeah, it seems like they
Bomb
are
has
going
been
for the plant.
planted.
There we go. Now Uncharted Pinkers has to make their way in. Nade is thrown in.
Okay, 1-on-1 now. Lism is able to pick up the kill
Yeah,
against Marek.
but she knows where she is. She heard the sound. Oh!
Does get the pick off with ample time to
Yeah.
take out this bomb, and wow, back and forth, but United Pinker, Uncharted Pinkers, they're not giving up
Bomb defused.
without a fight. I don't even know where my mind is right now.
Mission
Not
Well,
on this planet at the
Yep,
moment.
not on this planet.
All right.
But anyways, now it is 65. Uncharted Pinkers is not giving Victoria Rocky Rose an easy win.
Oh, they're going aggressive this time. Look at this push by Mets.
Yeah. Ooh, they're getting punished for that.
It's going to be a quick plant.
Yep.
Okay.
Go, go, go!
2:33. And we do have the bomb plant.
Wow, this is another quick round.
They're listening to my
predict.
advice.
Yep.
It's happening.
But they are definitely switching things up.
Trying to get some nades over. That's going to be 2 more kills and another headshot to end the round.
Wow. All right, so now the scoreboard is 7-5. 1 more round for Victoria Rocky Rose to tie things up. 2 more rounds for the win to become the champions of the female point blank 2017.
International Championship.
Yeah.
Going aggressive again. Look at this angle Mets is taking. Gets 1.
All right, Lism. Oh, Mets
Nice
gets
grenade.
naded.
Yeah. Selling that is pretty low though.
Fire in the hole!
Lots of damage being spread out on the
Yeah.
side of Uncharted Pinkers. Oh, there it is. The headshot coming on
Bomb
in.
has been planted.
Bomb is planted 4v3 right now.
They're just catching Uncharted Pinkers by surprise.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Victoria Rocky Rose noticed something, and the reason they are rushing in is because they don't want Uncharted Pinkers to get into the perfect position of the crossfire, so they're just rushing them and trying to pick off at least 1 or 2 players before they get into that perfect position. And it has been working out. Wow.
Ooh, Estefia from down the road
Yeah.
is
Well,
able
now-
to take him out.
They secure that eighth round,
Okay, let's
which now they cannot lose. They secure that tie.
Fire in the
And
hole!
1 more round for Victoria Rocky Rose gives them the title of champion.
They want it so bad. A grenade kill early on
Wow.
could open the door. Here comes Lism. They're looking for this victory. Do you desperately trying to defend in mid here?
Yeah, potentially the last round if Victoria Rocky Rose takes this win, or takes this round rather.
Okay, pushing on in. Good
1 for
defensive
1.
kill, but double headshot.
Triple!
Headshot. They're coming in.
Wow.
And that's going to do it, the last kill. And we do have our champion of the female PBIC. It is going to be Victoria Rocky Road by Tokyo Striker. Taking it in a very close one,
Yeah.
but well-deserved victory.
Vicar. Okay,
Vicar,
victory,
yes.
yes. The last couple rounds has been super fast. I was kind of, it was very unexpected because the first map, the second map, was very played out, super slow. And even in the third map, the first half was super slow. And
Yeah.
at the end, probably the last 3 or 4 rounds, Victoria Rocky Rose just decided to just rush in and just out-aim Uncharted Pinkers and take the victory.
Yeah, so we are going to
Yeah.
go to the ceremony now,
Wow.
where we do have Victoria Rocky Road on stage, all 5 members grabbing the trophy. Very, very happy. They get the trophy, they get the pride, and they also get 5,000 big ones.
Yep. For playing one day, they've only played today in the
Yeah.
offline tournaments, if I am correct.
$1,000 each.
For playing a day. That's not bad.
Yeah, definitely not bad. Well-deserved victory. They played their hearts out.
They are having their photo time with their fans. And congrats once again to Victoria Rocky Rose. Now they have up to next year or up to the next tournament to defend their championship, right? So until they lose, they are the champions of the female PBIC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I mean, that's
That
a
is.
nice title under their belt. They looked extremely happy up on stage. And
Yep.
I love the trophy that they have. It's
Yeah.
always super shiny,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's made out of pure gold.
You know, I don't
But-
even care if it's gold as long as it's shiny.
Yeah. Could be anything. I mean,
Yeah.
shiny bronze is
Yeah.
cool, too.
Yeah. If
Not
they could
as
keep
cool,
that
though.
shiny.
Yeah. So that's going to do it for our female championship.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to have the performance that we mentioned
Mm-hmm.
in between the championships. So there will be about a half-hour break in between as we do enjoy the performance. Again, no spoilers. We actually don't even know what the performance is. So we are also excited to get to know about this performance.
Yeah, and I've been mentioning about the performance, and it is a fact that both of us, and including the producers, do not know what it is. Because during the break, I actually asked the producer, the head producer of this studio, to give me a sneak peek or give me a hint about what the performance is. And he also told me, he's like, we don't know. We want to know, but
Yeah.
the Indonesian side won't tell us, or maybe they didn't ask because it's not
Yeah.
it's not being done in this studio. So I guess we just have to piggyback the performance to you guys. But either way, none of us here in South Korea streaming this for you guys, broadcasting this for you guys, know what the performance is, and I want to see it now. I already want. I'm very excited. Whatever it may be. It could be magic tricks. But I highly doubt it. But
I think it's going to be a magic show. Let's
You
be
really
real.
think-
Yeah.
do you really
Come on, it's it's the best type of entertainment, magic.
Yeah,
I enjoy it. It's good.
I can't agree with you on that. I can't. But yeah, it seems like they are getting ready in the live feed. We see the two hosts actually probably introducing the performers.
They're standing in the dark,
Yeah.
slowly building it up. The
Yeah.
hype is real, guys.
Yeah, usually we see the host in the middle of the stage walking around, hyping up the crowd. But this time around, like Valdez mentioned, they are in the side, in the dark, just, probably introducing the performance. And
Yeah.
there we go. Very unfortunate that you guys can't see the live feed, but there is a big round of applause, probably for the performers.
Yeah, we're probably going to get into a, not a break, but we're going to jump into their performance and let you guys watch that in between the finals. And in just a second, we're just waiting for the cue from the
Yeah.
producer. And I'm sure that'll happen right when the performance starts. So,
Yeah, so until then, it's very unfortunate that we don't get to hear what the hosts are saying, because
Yeah.
if we do get to hear it and actually understand what they're saying, we could probably translate or relay what they're saying or what's going on actually in the live stage over there. But we only have the screen. We only have our eyes open. We are deaf right now. We don't understand what they're saying. We
That's
don't hear
unfortunate,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate because like we talked about yesterday, we try to give you guys as much information as possible, and we give you everything. Yesterday you saw when there was technical difficulties and the head producers would come in and I would get a message on the paper and I would deliver it to you. I would even translate it directly to you guys. But when we don't have any information to give, what can we do? What can we do? We
you
are
can just chill.
yeah, we can just
Yeah.
chill. Yeah.
We're Yeah, so we're hearing that there is going to be a performance, and we're just going to throw it over to the main stage. So we'll see you guys after
Not
the
yet.
performance eventually.
Not yet. Eventually, yes, when
Yeah.
the performance starts. And the voice in our heads, the producers actually told us there will be a performance, but we won't be piggybacking the live stream yet. He wants to kind of get the gist of how long it will take to get onto the performance. So I guess our head producers really like our faces, and he just wants our faces to be
Yeah.
streamed and broadcasted until the performers are ready. Yeah. So, okay. So it seems as if, like, finally he wants to go to the live stream. Let's get ready to watch the performance that we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Let's get on to the live stream.
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. I was just so far from here, focused on my